1,000 players simulate civilization, rich and poor. I have never watched an Ish video before. I haven't watched that many Minecraft videos. We have watched the Weefies videos with the world that doesn't exist, both of them in one sitting. And we watched a Grox video, which was a lot. I am hoping that this video on the sliding scale of Minecraft creators is closer to Weefies than it is Grox, because if this is 2.5 hours of, hey, yo, chill, I don't know if I can handle that.
In the biggest social experiment in Minecraft history, I scattered 1,000 people across 2 massive islands to simulate a realistic civilization. The players were given no help or guidance, and just like in real life, if you die, you remain dead forever.
This is already epic. Okay, yes. I think this is more Weefies than Grox, I think.
Now
Okay, so Grox is kind of his own thing. Great. Okay, this seems like an earnest piece of media. I'm locked in.
Player has the freedom to do whatever they want. Farm for food, become a dictator, and
I'm hyped.
build a society. At least as best as they can, because while one island is a rich, green paradise, the other one...
You're kidding me.
...is a barren wasteland.
I'm guessing that's the poor island.
It's up to each player.
But I wonder how resourceful the poor players are going to be, right? Because the rich players, they probably just have everything handed to them, right? They probably start with, like, I'm guessing every single resource available, basically like creative mode versus survival mode. Oh, dude, I'm hooked.
Here to work with what they've got. Will there be peace between the islands, or will there be war?
Let there be war!
What ended up happening is the single most amazing story arc I've ever seen. All I'm excited is pick a nation to root for and enjoy the video.
I'm going to root for the poor simply because I believe that those of us who are not in the wealthy upper class need to band together in order to eventually take down the bourgeoisie. I think if we don't do that, that's how, like, the powers that be, that's how the billionaires ultimately win out over all of us. Sorry, I got political.
I present to you.
But I'm always going to root for the underdog, and I'm always going to root for the working class and the poor.
The rich and poor.
I'm sorry.
1,000 player civilization experiment.
Also, I'll say once again, because I say it for every Minecraft video we react to, in the first minute and 12 seconds, there were more edits and cuts and high effort attention to detail than I think any YouTube video I've ever made. So, subscribe.
Don't forget,
some creators are truly just doing it differently, man.
If you want to participate in these videos, join my Discord server, and of course, subscribe to my channel.
Wait, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe to Ish, and please, for the love of God, also my channel.
All right, we got 1,000. Good luck, everyone.
Sorry, I'm gonna stop pausing. Let's get into it.
It was the beginning of day 1, and all 1,000 players began to explore their new homes.
What is this place?
Like role-playing?
Before the first day, I had made everyone choose randomly between Island 1 and Island 2. And I didn't tell them that one of the islands, the first one, would be a barren wasteland. Hey, you guys having a good time?
No. There's nothing here. Please tell me where the trees are, bro. I cannot find anything.
It didn't take long for the people who chose Island 1 to realize they had made a massive mistake.
I hate this place. I hate this place. I hate this place.
Players realized that building civilizations on Island 1 would be particularly challenging.
So it was a bit random. It's kind of like real life. It was RNG of just like, if you pick 1, you're poor. If you pick 2, you're rich. I mean, obviously, like, the human genome doesn't exist that way. It's like a 1 in a billion chance or 1 in a trillion. I don't even know. I don't know genetics. That's interesting.
And not only because
I guess no one would really pick poor.
It was empty, but because some
if they
parts
knew
of it were completely uninhabitable, like the snow biome.
Oh no! No, no, no! Help!
And right next door, a massive volcano that could erupt at any moment.
It is a cool map.
I'm not going down there.
This volcano also happens to heat up all the water on the island.
Okay.
This killed a lot of people.
I love it.
Now,
I love it.
building civilizations, the players needed to find a tree.
Please tell me where the trees are, bro.
Yeah,
Wood
dude.
is an essential material, and
Minecraft builders are so freaking good, dude.
without it, you really can't do anything. Now, luckily for Island 1, there was 1 tree on the island, and it was pretty
Dude.
big too.
Oh my God.
But, of course,
It's like
it
Elden
was
Ring.
completely surrounded by boiling water.
You've
Wow.
got to be kidding me.
Meanwhile, let's go over to Island 2.
This is awesome. This is genuinely breathtaking.
Hey guys. Life on Island 2 was beautiful. The terrain was green, the trees were plentiful, and the water was normal temperature.
Open for business.
Solid water? This is from the ocean. Are you trying to make me drink ocean water?
Ah, okay, so they didn't just, it's not about defaulting into a group of poor versus rich. It's just a resource dense island versus a non-resource dense island. Okay, sorry, I missed that. Wow, that's even more interesting than the title entailed.
No.
The people on Island 2 immediately realized they had chosen the island of safety and wealth. You are literally a piece of gold.
Yeah.
The only real danger on Island 2 was the possibility of falling down from a tree as you're collecting wood. But some people found a way to even work around that. So you're planning to build a bakery.
Yes, I am.
And you're forcing your employees to go up and get oak?
Oh, no.
She forcing you to work up here.
Ain't that just the rich?
Double carrots, triple carrots.
I don't want
say
carrots.
anything.
I want fair working conditions.
Also, because of the vast amounts of trees, people were very quickly able to craft tools that allowed them to mine underground. Hello, Saps, you doing okay?
Minecraft?
Yeah, I mean, this island's great.
So many diamonds already.
Yeah,
Wow.
look at this. Yeah, I'm loaded.
Overall, the people of Island 2 were thrilled with their new home, thrilled with their wealth, and they were very optimistic about their future.
Nice. How's Hell Island?
By the end of the first day, players on
Oh,
Island
not.
1 had finally reached the big tree. You realize how high up you are?
Oh yeah, no, we're not scared.
No?
No pain, no gain.
Island 1 was still pretty far from having fully fledged civilizations, but there were communities starting to form. For example, this player named Remy the Rat.
I would just build like a little dirt hole. Like you know how in Minecraft, like if you make it to night 1 and you haven't built a house in time, you just kind of dig down and then you put like a safety block over you. I would just live in my little mud hole.
It's made a small restaurant to feed those who were starving. Remy the Rat, what are you serving them here? It's very popular. Bread? And you could What the frick? Why? Wait, is this a bread line? Yes. Oh no. I also got word that there was a small group of people who had chosen to settle in a weird location.
People at the volcano?
What type of people would choose to
Dude,
live
that's
on a
actually
volcano?
aura, bro.
Hey guys.
Hello.
What the
Hey, how's it going, Ish?
Welcome to the mafia.
This was Lingalini, and he had recruited about 20 people to join his Italian mafia. His goals were very simple: make friends and get rich.
Hold on, Ish, can we tell you a little secret? We found some netherite.
Oh, really?
Yeah, don't tell anyone though. We're trying to keep it between us.
We'll check back in with these guys later, but in the meantime, on Island 2,
That's
there
awesome.
were actual huge civilizations starting to form.
Oh, TikTok can't see? Thanks, man.
Government.
Appreciate
I just
that.
want to make a nice place for my people to live.
This player named
Y'all should
Colin
see now.
Cass was the leader of about 50
Thank you.
people in a nation she named the Cass Coalition. And a coalition it was of very different types of people,
My bad,
including
TikTok.
pirates, bankers, Canadian cartels, bakery owners, and their
I
employees.
want fair working conditions.
How much are you even being paid to work up here?
Paid? People are getting paid?
Now, later in the day, Island 2 would face its first conflict. What the heck?
Hey, you guys can't be destroying the beach.
Who are you?
A group of about 20 people were extracting sand from the shore right next to the Cass Coalition. Cass was obviously not happy about this, but these people didn't care because they were from a much bigger nation called the Commonwealth.
We're actually 5 nations combined into one, so we have strength in numbers.
The Commonwealth
Dude,
was
there's
a
like
massive
factions?
civilization that was formed on day 1 when 5 distinct groups were close enough to each other that they just decided to come together and unify under one nation. As a result, the Commonwealth had a government with 5 leaders at the top and over 150
Jeez.
citizens.
We're going to turn this mountain
A freaking oligarchy already?
Ah, okay. The Commonwealth leaders were very ambitious and wanted to make the Commonwealth the most beautiful, the most
Are the rich gonna battle against each other like idiots? That's the thing about the rich, man. The rich are competitive with each other. The poor will rise up and stand together. The rich will eat each other and rip each other to shreds. Mark my words.
respected, the most powerful nation on Island 2, even if it came at the expense of others. Overall, by the end of the day, Island 2 was much further ahead than Island 1, as expected. But let's see what happens in the following days. As players logged back in the next day, nobody was expecting that the beginning of day 2 would end up having one of the most consequential moments of the entire event.
Lava falling from the sky. The volcano erupts.
Revy the Rats was running his restaurant when he received a visit from a player named Spoon.
Does anyone... Knight, I need food, I'm dying.
Yo,
Spoon?
Well, yeah.
I do have food. You're private, but
Oh, I need food. Oh, God, I'm too kind. I care about everyone else before myself. It's such a problem.
Now this player, Spoon, was a rising leader on Island 1. He was known for always giving away his own food. But some people started to suspect that Spoon's supposed generosity was merely a method to gain popularity, to further his political ambitions. That is until...
Oh! An assassination!
Oh, he's a traitor.
There's no way, bro.
He was trying to assassinate Spoon.
There's no way. Yeah, that's how you start
Spoon
wars,
had
bro.
survived an assassination attempt, which brought him exactly the attention he needed to cement himself as a legend.
Dude, surviving an assassination attempt is aura. That's like, this is gonna be super unk. It's like how like 50 Cent got shot. That gives you like so much street cred.
On Island 1.
Dang.
People were drawn to him, and on day 2, Spoon used this leverage to establish an empire named Westhelm.
It's hard to say, man. I don't know if...
These people have made me emperor. This right here is going to be our capital. We're also building a massive coliseum.
You mean where people fight to the death?
Exactly.
Even though the people of West...
Look, I'll be honest. I think that this is a recipe for disaster. I think that this is going to be a dictatorship. I think my heart still lies with the Italian mafia.
Westhelm were still struggling with food and resources. Their motivation to succeed was unbelievably high.
Earlier, somebody tried to take my life. Someone with this face. But
Yo, what if the assassination was staged? Also, my alarm just went off. I need to go live in 10 minutes. Please remind me.
now he's dead.
For the first time, it seemed like the people of Island 1 had hope.
The Ballad of Emperor Spoon, nearly killed by some dude.
Yo, bars!
Island 1 was finally starting to develop civilizations, but not all of them were as motivated as Westhelm. Right next door, for example, was a cult named Nevermore that literally just boxed themselves in and wanted nothing to do with the rest of the world.
Quotes the Raven, Nevermore.
And honestly, these guys weren't wrong to be pessimistic. See, some of the people who chose Island 1 had secretly been hoping that when they finally make it underground, they would find troves of iron and diamonds. But instead, they only found a giant layer of lava that stemmed from the volcano and covered the entire island.
I was expecting the poor to be more unified.
This lava layer ended up killing a lot of people. That said, a lot of people
don't dig straight down in Minecraft, chat. That is a fundamental of we don't dig, especially when you know there's lava around you.
Weren't necessarily angry at the poor conditions themselves, but more so about the inequality between Island 1 and Island 2. See, even though the two islands had a border separating them, preventing anyone from crossing for now, rumors were spreading about the wealth and the amazing environment.
Was that a bikini top on that Minecraft character?
Of Island 2. Because of this, some people on Island 1 were starting to develop some feelings about the other island.
Island 2 might be the better island, but we're the better people.
Oh. In fact, artists on Island 1 were already making propaganda posters, some of which were rather concerning, including a few creations by our mafia leader, Lingalini. Speaking of Lingalini, there was some drama on the volcano on day 2.
I just survived an assassination attempt.
What?
Whoa. Mamma mia, help me, I'm getting chased. Lego likes just attacked me out of nowhere and I had to run down the mountain.
It was becoming a pretty common occurrence on Island 1 for people to try to rob or murder as a means to get food or resources. But Lingalini was not going to let that slide.
I'm sorry.
Well, what are you gonna do about that then?
I put the hit out on him. Everybody in the mafia knows that the Lego Likes is an enemy of the mafia.
But then, during our interview...
Yeah, dude, the LARP's so good.
Who's coming out over here? There's some people coming
Oh,
down.
those are people from Infernus. They're our allies.
Oh, really? Lingalini had decided to share his volcano territory with a larger group called Infernus, whose main goal was to preserve and protect the sacred land of the volcano.
Ooh.
I spoke with the leader, a player named Seneca, who described herself as the Queen of Infernus.
We are a nation of the flame. We have to treat the volcano with the respect it deserves, and we hope we can work with Lingalini to do just that.
Seneca
This
and
is
Lingalini
awesome.
agreed to protect each other in case
This is so cool.
of an invasion and use the volcano's height and flowing lava to their advantage.
If anybody tries to attack us, we'll kick them out like a Koopa shell.
Now, speaking of invasions, on day 2, the Cask Coalition was approached by an army of boats.
Uh-oh.
Guys, I think we're under attack.
Vikings?
It looked like for some reason the Commonwealth was coming to attack.
No, we can't fight this. We gotta run. Get everyone out. Get everyone out.
But after a few moments of panic, it turned out to be just a group of immigrants who had gotten lost.
We are not here to invade, I swear. We're not here to invade you, we promise.
Why are y'all here?
Or could it be a Trojan horse? Maybe they want to seem like they're just simple merchants with chests and they're going to take them out from the inside. Sorry, I feel like I'm wearing my tinfoil hat a lot. I didn't realize I was really much for like conspiracy theories, but I already claimed someone faked an assassination attempt, and I claimed that people are trying to take down the village from the inside. Sorry, I'm not a very trustworthy person.
But I didn't do anything. I just followed
You
them.
brought them all.
I
didn't do anything. Okay.
The leader of the migrants, a player named 3 Below Zero, profusely apologized for the scare, and then the migrants took off. What's going on, Cass?
I know they didn't mean to do that. I'm telling my people not to worry.
Glad to hear.
Oh my god.
Now on day 2, players had finally realized that
Who is this diva singing?
Island 2 was not technically an island at all, but an archipelago or chain of islands. The northern island was an optimal place to settle with open fields, trees, and wildlife. So naturally it had the biggest civilizations, including the Commonwealth, the Cask Coalition, and a huge kingdom named Tricolor ruled by a monarch named Jophiel.
The red stands for the underground, the green for plains, and the blue for the coast.
The center island, meanwhile, had big cherry blossom trees and was the home of a small nation called Barbie Land. What is this?
Life in plastic?
Oh god.
It's fantastic.
Okay. And lastly, the southern island was big,
The existence of Barbie Land implies the existence of an Oppenheimer Island.
but also extremely dense, flooded with jungles and swamps. As a result, nobody really wanted to stay there, although I did find one person. Saps, what is this?
Can't you tell? This is my vacation home.
How's this a vacation home? I don't see any lawn chairs or furniture. There's no roof.
Hold your horses there, cowboy. It's not done yet.
Saps was one of the few players who chose not to join any civilizations because he didn't want to get dragged into politics and drama. Still, he made lots of friends across Island 2, his best friend Flux actually being the second in command of the migrant group. Speaking of, 3 Below Zero and the migrants had finally reached their destination all the way up north. Now, other than accidentally invading the Cask Coalition, these guys seemed pretty insignificant. But little did people know, this new civilization was about to change the entire world.
I'm wondering when folks are going to start getting like slaughtered. Because
we are blessed to live where
there was a counter in the top left and top right of players remaining, and I feel like that's kind of like Chekhov's gun. You know? When you see a gun in media and it hasn't been shot yet, you can expect in the third act that thing's firing.
and we intend to use it for good. We are enlightened. We are the light. We are Luminara.
Yeah, this is...
The migrants had decided to call their civilization Luminara. They saw themselves as the light of Island 2, the innovators, the inventors. See, the reason 3 Below Zero had chosen this specific location to settle, well, it wasn't by accident. After the first day, 3 Below Zero had used content and propaganda released by the people of Island 1 to estimate the location of the other island. He then used a coordinate system to calculate the northernmost point of Island 2. His goal was to settle as closely as possible to the other island so that when the day comes, when the borders drop, Luminara can build a massive bridge connecting the two islands, giving free passage as a sign of good faith to perhaps bring about world peace. But
Bro may have been the same guy who like came up with pie charting and like E-rang. That's crazy. He like used a super sophisticated coordinate system. He might be like the Minecraft version of freaking Isaac Newton.
It wouldn't be that simple. The second in command of Luminara, Flux, as well as a few concerned citizens, did not want that bridge to be built. They had seen the Island 1 propaganda. They knew that people on Island 1 were angry. Their fear was that Island 1 would just use that bridge as an opportunity to invade Luminara and perhaps invade the rest of Island 2, leading to a world war.
That bridge is a bad idea. Moving up north was a bad idea. Island 1 is going to invade us, and Luminara is going to be their first target.
What about the goal of world peace?
I respect our leader's goal, but he's dead wrong. We shouldn't be trying to befriend our enemies. The way we're going to achieve world peace is by uniting Island 2 against Island 1.
What if 3 Below Zero says no? What if they finish the bridge?
Well, then at least they'll know I tried to warn them when Island 1 comes and kills us all.
Bro, why is this Minecraft Game of Thrones? There's like so many like this is so interesting. There's like deep lore going on.
As day 2 came to an end, tensions were rising, both within nations and between islands, leaving people worried about what's going to happen next.
Yeah, this is the calm before the storm for sure. Uh-oh. Are people just dying from sickness? Why did we just suddenly lose some?
Back on Island 1, I was watching a small group of pirates who called themselves—
Oh, is it like Hunger Games where at the end of the day they're like they just have the total drop from over the course of the day?
Al-Karasina.
Al-Karasina, my friend. We're the baddest pirates around.
Now, if you look closely, there was a person of interest hanging around with the pirates.
Lego likes just to take me out of nowhere and I had to run down the mountain.
Well, what are you gonna do about that then?
I put a hit out on him.
So to be clear, Lego Likes had a bounty on his head and he was hanging around pirates. You could probably guess how this ends.
Yo, Lego Zanga's here.
So is this is everything you guys got, huh? Not much.
He's cornered.
Ooh.
Good fellas!
They're boiling him! Oh no! Oh my gosh! The Al-Karasina pirates had killed Lego Likes, but there was a small problem. Did you hear about the news?
Yeah, I saw it, but we don't know who claimed the bounty. It didn't say it in the chat.
Because Lego Likes had technically died to boiling water instead of a player, Lingalini didn't know who actually killed him. But fortunately for the pirates, when a player dies, the dead player drops their own head, which the pirates believed would be the proof they needed to collect their bounty later today. So you're expecting a payment later?
Yes.
All right. Well, I'll go. I'll go.
You guys let me talk.
By day 3, players had basically mapped out all of Island 1 and were finally starting to adapt to the environment.
Day 1 was horrific. We literally had bread lines. Day 2, we're building a coliseum, a citadel. I am literally immortal. Hopefully that isn't foreshadowing.
Emperor's Food was still the most powerful man on Island 1, and on day 3, he was invited to a big international meeting hosted by a charity group called the Blue Cross.
We invited you here mainly to discuss plans in case the volcano erupts. What are your individual plans?
I'm saying!
Large bunker underground.
Just not using flammable materials.
We don't have any real plan, you know.
What? You don't have plans? If that volcano erupts, you deserve to die.
Emperor Spoon had come in with good intentions, but it was there that he learned that—
Look, it's harsh, but it's true. If you are the leader of something, you need to plan for the worst possible scenario. It's part of your responsibility. I have to side with Spood here. I think it may have came across a bit callous, maybe a bit blunt, but it's a fair warning.
He hates meetings.
I'm gonna go there.
When Emperor Spood left, the other leaders were unsettled. Was this guy really the figurehead of Island 1?
Perhaps.
Okay, we need a better representative.
Then, basically right on cue.
Elysium diplomats, follow me. Bodyguards.
Sorry, guys. Sorry, I'm late.
This is Benji, and he's the leader of Island 1's second biggest civilization, called Elysium. See, on day 2, Benji had discovered that toward the outer edges of the island, away from the volcano, the water isn't boiling hot anymore. So he founded Elysium, which literally translates to a place of ideal happiness. And he made the nation to give peace-loving people a chance to relax and get away from all the troubles of Island 1.
Cross my name off the list. This is without rhyme or reason.
Look at these Elysian guys swimming in the water.
We were hoping that Lord Ish could summon a single mushroom cow.
All right, if anyone drops a pufferfish in the next 60 seconds, I'll do it.
What do I have to do? What do I have to do?
We need the pufferfish. Quick.
All right.
We can kill it for leather!
Now, back at the Blue Cross, Benji and the other leaders discussed the possibility of creating a full Island 1 alliance. All the leaders at the meeting, including Westhelm's representatives,
it's a
believed
tall
that
order,
due to
man.
the harsh conditions of Island 1, an island-wide alliance could be a game changer. But first,
Before we make this official, we have to convince everyone else to join.
see, there were a few civilizations not present at the meeting, and to complete the full Island 1 alliance, the Blue Cross would have to go out and get them all on board. First was the Alcaracina Pirates, who coincidentally happened to pass by the meeting as it was happening.
Hey, guys.
Hello.
They were on their way to collect their bounty from the second nation not yet in the alliance, the Lingalini Mafia. Oh, yes, they're waiting.
Hello, I'm looking for
Hello,
Mario.
anyone?
Hello, it's me. Ooh, mamma mia! It looks like a small brain. It sure looks like a Lego lights.
Meanwhile, the Nevermore cults would probably be a little bit more difficult to convince, but the Blue Cross said they'd try anyway. Now, as for the fourth and final nation, well, it was a bit of a mysterious group. Their civilization was down south, and they were very isolated and secretive. They were also rumored to have an extremely strict government, but also a large amount of very skilled fighters. As a result, people were kind of scared to approach them, but they knew they had to eventually to complete the Blue Cross Alliance. They knew that if this alliance works out, it wouldn't matter that they all lived on the poor island. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, the most powerful force in the world would become Island 1.
The thing is, though, I feel like people splitting into factions to begin with implies a difficulty in one singular union. I feel like if one singular union were to happen, it would have happened on the onset, but I think the reason why factions exist is because a lot of people hunger for control and dominance and power, and it's gonna be hard to unify to decide who truly leads. You know what I'm saying? Like, someone would rather hold court and rule over a small group of people rather than relinquish their control in the name of a greater unity. So I think it's a great idea. I just don't know how it's actually going to work out in practicality.
At first, Island 1 was supposed to lose, but now they were on the verge of turning their lives around completely.
Meanwhile, in the Commonwealth... Wait, oh, this isn't good. Wait, someone's blowing some...
As you can see, there was a bit of commotion at the Commonwealth. They had just exploded their own land because of a miscommunication. What happened was one of the 5 leaders, Coraline, got the idea that the Commonwealth was planning to move east. So she started telling everyone to move. Thus, believing that they wouldn't need their old land anymore, one of the citizens just decided to blow it up.
I thought we were moving.
What? We're not moving. I'm surrounded by idiots.
Overall, the Commonwealth was having trouble getting anything done because the 5 leaders were constantly fighting over power.
The power struggle,
there
man.
were 5 leaders, each with 1 vote. But because they were originally 5 separate nations, each with a differing amount of citizens, should the smallest faction's vote have the same weight as the biggest faction's vote?
It is ridiculous that Armin's vote is worth the same as mine. I mean, I need about 50 people, and he has barely 5.
Because of all the fighting and disarray, Commonwealth citizens started moving to other nations like the Cass Coalition. Cass's style of governing, letting people do whatever they want, was making her very popular with her people.
I've been with Cass since pretty much the beginning, and she's established a democracy, a true one.
Really focused on like letting everybody do their thing.
But at the same time, the lack of any regulations had some unintended consequences, like players making strange and ugly buildings. So to solve this, Cass hired a building inspector.
I have placed a lot of foundation for a glorious city, basically made out of stone. That way no one can burn us down.
However, the building inspector did get a little power hungry. What's going on here?
He said he's gonna demolish my house because it's not up to building code.
Hours because it's not up to code.
So
those damn HOAs, man.
Then citizens took matters into their own hands. What? Anyway,
they murked him?
On day 3, the biggest nations on Island 2 were still the Commonwealth, the Cass Coalition.
I mean, it's a little Babylonian, but, you know, I guess, don't start shit, won't be shit.
Tricolor was a medieval civilization separated into 3 regions, one of them being an underground city.
Oh
my gosh. This is big.
Yeah.
People didn't really know that much about Jofiel and Tricolor because they tended to be more private. Jofiel was more interested in building up Tricolor rather than doing outside diplomacy. But people would still come to Jofiel with all the political news of Island 2.
I am so tired of the politics already.
I've got some news. People are concerned with Aperion trying to colonize them.
Oh my god.
Now, this particular rumor about a group named Aperion colonizing people happened to be false. Aperion was just a small town led by a player named Alkaline, and it was actually the only nation other than Luminara that directly bordered the ocean next to Island 1. That said, the rumor that Island 1 was uniting was true, which got some people worried, especially the 2 border states. So Jofiel invited over all the major leaders and diplomats of Island 2 for an emergency meeting. The only leader who declined was 3 Below Zero because he was busy building the Luminara bridge. So he sent in his place his second in command, Flux.
Uh-oh.
Flux, what's your plan here?
I don't care what 3 Below Zero says, we need to make sure everyone unites against Island 1.
The usurper!
And because this meeting was the most important event yet on Island 2, Jofiel invited a neutral mediator, someone who could lead the meeting in a fair manner and wasn't a part of any nation. Saps, where are you going?
Apparently they're making me lead the meeting with all the Island 2 leaders.
You sound very excited about it.
Oh no, I'm not excited, I'm terrified. I'm accidentally gonna cause a war.
It feels like we're building towards something.
Alright, I think everyone's here.
Welcome.
Devastating.
Well, we at the great and mighty Commonwealth are looking forward to a productive conversation.
Thanks, it's great.
So, as the president of Aperion, I'm actually really worried about our town, which is why I'm proposing we all join a defense pact. If one of us gets attacked, all of us are under attack.
Here, here.
I can agree to
Yeah,
that.
I like that. That's good.
That's a good start, but if Island 1 attacks, say, Luminara, well, by the time you can even arrive to defend us, everyone at Luminara will already be dead.
Which is why I think we need to focus our efforts on preventing an attack in the first place.
An attack is inevitable. I'm just saying.
Hold on, Flux. Let Jofiel finish.
Island 1 is starving. They're not going to attack us. They have bigger problems. And imagine for a second how quickly we could change their hearts and minds if, instead of treating them as an enemy, we send them aid.
I think Joe feels right.
We do the defense pact, but we also send aid to Island 1. Basically, we're ready for an attack, but we try our best to prevent it. I'm on board with that.
I can agree to that.
The Commonwealth agrees.
Guys, no, this is ridiculous. Island 1 is literally making propaganda saying death to Island 2. They're jealous that we live in a paradise, and they're gonna invade us no matter what. And you wanna send aid to them? Guess what? They're gonna take whatever you send them, food, armor, weapons, and they're gonna use all of that against us.
That's a compelling argument.
He might have a point.
Hold on. Island 1 isn't evil. They're not savages. They just need help.
You cannot be this naive.
Look, there's a guy under the table. There's a guy under the table.
Everyone is super on edge. They're worried about traps.
Guys, Island 1 is united. They have hundreds of people all aligned in the same goal, to kill us and take our resources. If they decide to attack any single one of our nations, it'll be easy. All they'll need to do is walk ahead, which is why we need to either merge all of our nations right now. We all choose a spot and combine into one civilization. Either that, or we attack Island 1 first.
Whoa.
Are you crazy?
Flux, this is
You plan to
ridiculous.
kill
What's crazy, Joviel, is you leading all of us to our death.
Oh my
That's
god.
too
have to
much. We
listen to
can't
me.
do that.
If we don't do this, it's the end of Island 2.
Flux,
Hold on, we can't do that. That's crazy.
What is happening?
All right, everyone, we can't fight. Let's just vote. All in favor of Flux's plan to treat Island 1 as an enemy, say aye.
I don't think so. No, yeah. I think everyone's in the favor of unity, and this is setting up Flux is going to, like... I mean, obviously, like, this is setting up that Flux is trying to do some kind of power struggle to take over all of Island 2, and then eventually probably all of Island 1. But I think that this is a little too much sauce right out the gate, and most people can't handle it. But it is going to piss him off and make him even crazier. Yes, Flux is big trouble. But that's also just like good pacing in media.
Meanwhile,
the fact that we can tell that this is setting up something is just W-ish. Like, this must have taken so much effort to make this video.
Westhelm, I ran into something interesting.
Our next song is called Island 1.
Oh my god. So you remember this guy?
The Ballad of Emperor Spoon.
Oh, he's got electric?
He had joined a band that produced actual songs and then performed them all across Island 1.
Up there in Westland Island, a boiling water sea. Let's go. And no resources to speak of, except a warden tree.
Let's go! Everyone loved the Island 1 band, including Emperor Spoon, who found that the music bolstered the morale of his citizens. He believed that a happy citizen is a productive citizen.
Westhelm took us in and gave us a little home.
Even though Emperor Spoon was a chaotic figure, Westhelm itself was the opposite. It had an army, a storage system, and a hierarchy, from emperor all the way down to citizen or plebeian. And of course, there was the Colosseum, which when finished, will play a major role in Westhelm's justice system. That said, Emperor Spoon was not happy when he heard that yesterday, Benji and the other leaders had been talking poorly about him.
Okay. Uh-oh. Drama!
Our final goal is to put Benji Button in here. No, that is a joke. That is a joke.
You don't want Benji to die, do you?
A lot of truth comes out in joking chat.
Well, I mean...
Benji and the other leaders were concerned that Emperor Spoon is unstable and may one day try to take over the entire island. And their concerns only grew when Spoon was caught listening to Napoleon on Spotify. But they also knew that if Island 2 were to ever attack, they needed Spoon on their side, so they didn't know what to do.
Island 1, well, here we are. I just want to say, thank you, Spoon, for all your support.
You're welcome. I'm the best.
Glory to Westhelm.
Meanwhile, Seneca, the Queen of Infernus, had decided to begin building a massive castle for her people. A beautiful home base that would hover directly over the volcano.
Nah, that's sick as hell, bro. Nah, that's awesome.
Yesterday at the Island 1 meeting, a lot of leaders expressed worries about rumors that the volcano may erupt, and they talked about how they would each take different precautions. Everyone believed that the volcano was dangerous, except for Seneca, who had decided to take the opposite approach.
It's all just paranoia. If we really value the volcano, we need to have faith it won't erupt.
The main goal of
Yeah, the volcano's like definitely gonna erupt, right? I don't know how they're going to do it in the context of like, it would be very hard. Like that's part of the metagaming of watching the video. I don't know how they would make the volcano erupt outside of like Blender or some kind of other thing. Like, I feel like that would be a logistical nightmare, but it's gotta erupt, right?
Infernus as a civilization was to preserve the sacred land of the volcano. So what better way to show faith and demonstrate loyalty than to make your home right above it? Lingalini, meanwhile, decided to make his home underground within the volcano.
Live under the ground, like a Goombas.
Lingalini's main goal was to get rich, and having direct access to iron and gold was one reason for him and the Mafia to live there. But it wasn't the main reason. Remember this interaction from day one?
Hold on, can we tell you a little secret? We found some netherite.
Oh, really? Scattered throughout the volcano were pieces of netherite, the rarest and most powerful mineral in all of Minecraft. Not even Island 2 had netherite. It was the single secret advantage that Island 1 had. And the only ones who knew about it were the Lingalini Mafia and Infernus.
Uh-oh.
Now, even though Infernus didn't exactly like how Lingalini was desecrating what they consider to be sacred land, they made a deal with him. The Mafia can keep mining so long as they provide Infernus with some of the minerals they find. But Lingalini was unsatisfied.
They want to use us. They want cheap labor. I'm not giving them anything.
Lingalini didn't like how Infernus was basically forcing the Mafia to mine for them with nothing in return.
Based! Take them down, Lingalini!
He instructed everyone in the Mafia not to give Infernus anything. Lingalini's hope was that Infernus never asks for those minerals and forgets about the deal entirely.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
Otherwise, he would be in a lot of trouble. That said, despite this conflict, the rest of the Island 1 unification effort was going very well. Earlier today, Lingalini had decided to join the Blue Cross Alliance.
All right.
Thank you all so much for having me.
The Alcaracina pirates were also eager to join, and surprisingly, so was Nevermore. There was only one holdout. This mysterious civilization was called the Covenant, and it was ruled by a dictator named Turntap. How are you elected exactly? By a vote of the people or the vote of yourself?
Elected?
Turntap wasn't sure about joining the Island 1 Alliance because the people of the Covenant were generally skeptical of outsiders. They only took pride in their own nation, especially in their army, which was composed of really good PvPers who weren't above using torture to get their way. Are they drowning this guy?
He's gonna die.
Now, I felt a little bad for this player, so I threatened the Covenants. Covenant uses water torture. I'm reporting this to Sidefall News.
No, don't go to Side.
So I went to the local news reporter. Sidefall, I have a story for you. I just caught the Covenant waterboarding one of their own people.
Oh. Well, I'm paid off by them, so I don't really care.
What?
It's free money.
You know what?
It's called
Ain't that just the way?
It's called for profit. Okay.
Sidefall ran a news business with questionable ethics. He was also known for making up fake stories, writing things like "the lava is rising" just to sell more papers. That said, earlier today he had made a legitimate discovery that could devastate the entire island. Island 1 had a lot of known dangers, from the lava layer to the boiling water to the powdered snow. But there was one last danger that nobody knew about until now.
Glow? Oh no. Uh-oh. There's demons underground? Bro.
Meanwhile, the people
Dude, prediction. Island 1 and Island 2 are going to have to put aside their differences and band together to take care of the otherworldly threat. The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Island 2 had spent the day building their civilizations and having a good time. Yesterday, their leaders had voted that whenever the border drops, Island 2 would send aid to Island 1, hoping this gesture would lead to peace. But not everyone agreed with this approach.
The end of Island 2.
When Flux returned home to Luminara, 3 Below Zero was furious at Flux for causing chaos at the meeting and for going against Luminara's values. 3 Below Zero, as the leader of Luminara, was actually heavily in favor of sending aid to Island 1. The whole point of the Luminara Bridge was to make peace with Island 1, not to start a war. As a result, 3 Below Zero demoted Flux from his position as...
Don't demote... Dude... 3 Below Zero is asking for Flux to call a hit out on him. We already see how this story ends. Flux is going to get a hitman, have him kill 3 Below Zero, and usurp his position. Like, history doesn't repeat itself, but it rhymes, brother.
Second in command. I spoke with Legacy, a citizen of Luminara.
Yeah, Flux has been gone all day. People here don't really like him anymore.
Flux and his crew had spent the day building a secret bunker under the ocean, a place for them to hide if Island 1 attacks. And then Flux spent the rest of the day helping his best friend, Saps, finish building his home.
Despite all the chaos, Saps still reached out to me after I was demoted.
Mr. Mediator, what a good friend.
Flux over here can be a little unpredictable, but he's my friend, and I know he genuinely wants the best for us.
Even though Flux was much more ambitious than Saps, these two had become very good friends.
So many diamonds already.
Yeah, look at this. Yeah. I'm loaded.
But just as day 4 was about to come to a peaceful end, something happened that would change the course of Island 2 forever.
I'm hyped. What is it? Oh.
Jophiel, the leader of one of Island 2's largest civilizations, was walking across Tricolor with her second in command, Seraphim.
It's always the second in command, bro. It's always the second in command. And that's what I'm saying, bro. It always be your own people. It always be your own people.
What are you doing?
Trying to cut the legs off you.
What? No way. The second in command of Tricolor had just killed their own leader. And immediately, all of Island 2 went on lockdown.
What? Wait, what?
Cringe.
Everyone was confused about what caused this to happen.
Also, really stupid. Really stupid to... Well, I guess, did it say that they died by lava? I guess if, like, the self-report from Seraphim didn't show up in chat, it's probably fine, but that's crazy.
Happened. They killed Jophiel. Why? After Seraphim fled, Tricolor was in complete...
Or did it say Seraphim's name in chat? Sorry, I wasn't really paying attention. Did it say Seraphim killed Jophiel, or did it say just, like, Jophiel died to lava?
Complete disarray.
I'm not rewinding.
Back at Saps' place...
It did say it? That was so stupid of Seraphim then. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? You can't... You gotta, like, make it look... You gotta make it look like you have, like, deniability, right? If you immediately just have culpability in the crime, like, what did that even afford you? I feel like you just got bored of the little social experiment going on and you just did some dumb shit. And let this be a lesson, chat. Like, impatience breeds just poor decision making.
Flux told Saps it might be a good idea for him to call an emergency meeting with all the leaders. So, for the sake of the island, Saps agreed to host a meeting tomorrow. But for now, he and many others headed to Tricolor to help them restore order.
Unless someone paid Seraphim, like they're like, Seraphim, I want you to kill whatever their name was. I already forgot. Jophiel. I want you to kill your leader so that it stirs resentment and confusion and fear in all of Island 2 so that we can unify them to take over Island 1. Tinfoil hat. Dude, it's not pre-watch, bro. I'm just a well-informed individual.
Now, Island 2 wasn't the only place that would face.
By the way, for those of you who like lack some media literacy, clearly that was just a clip of Seraphim going into the underwater base of the Flux faction. Sorry, in case some of you were just like, what? What happened? I don't get it. Like, what I just said was confirmed by the video.
Tragedy. Oh, what? The leader of the Alcaracina pirates, Noble Bucket, died very suddenly. All right, they sent me the footage of what happened. Oh, no. He doesn't know the lava layer's there.
Oh!
No.
I think I'm dead.
Look down.
Oh my god.
With world leaders dying left and right, the media had plenty to report on. The most trusted news company was from Elysium, called Daybreak Media.
We're #1 because we actually report the truth, unlike that bozo Sidefall.
And later into day 5, the news would get even crazier. For purposes of unity, the Covenant had finally decided to join the Blue Cross Alliance, thus successfully uniting the entirety of...
I wonder how they glossed over that. I wonder how they got the Covenant to agree.
Island 1.
The Covenant must have other nefarious purposes, right? Because they're so war hungry.
But right away, the strength of this alliance would be tested. Earlier, a citizen of Infernus had accidentally told someone outside of Infernus that there was Netherite in the volcano, and this news spread all across the island.
Oops. That's not good. Loose lips sink ships.
This was a disaster for Infernus and the Lingalini Mafia, who had been trying to keep the...
Yeah, because now there's going to be a power struggle to control the volcano, right? Now the Covenant is probably going to be like, wait, there's Netherite there? Huh. Time to frickin' wipe out both of these communities.
The existence of Netherites to themselves.
Bad idea.
Immediately after hearing about the Netherite, the Covenant sent a mining expedition into the volcano without telling Infernus. And lo and behold, they confirmed there was Netherite. Because the Covenant had a scary reputation and a ruthless army, Queen Seneca of Infernus felt it was in her best interest to allow the Covenant to mine. But when other nations like Westhelm started asking if they too could mine in the volcano, Seneca said no.
People are saying we're being selfish. They're the ones being selfish, trying to take our resources.
Listen, Island 2 is rich. We are not. Now, with Netherite, we actually have a chance of evening the playing field. But the volcano people...
Teej, stop swelling stuff you've never seen. I will say, because I know some people, like, when some people don't do this. When I watch movies or media that have a narrative, my brain is constantly doing this. I'm making predictions of where the narrative is building. Now, here's what I will say. I'm not saying, like, I've said before, I don't think that predictability in media is a sign that the media is bad. I think the opposite. I think predictability in media is a sign that the person creating the media understands the flow and pacing of how a narrative is meant to unfurl. So I'm saying the fact that I can kind of feel what's being set up in the plot in this first act, of the fact that, like, I know enough about these factions to make informed decisions on how it will impact the narrative and the plot is a good thing. It means Ish is that good at being able to kind of be the editor of all these different stories that were happening and putting it together into this cohesive whole that just kind of unfolds in a predictable fashion, you know? I think that's good. I think that's a sign of good script building and good script writing.
Are hogging it.
Before any fighting could break out, the Blue Cross quickly reached out to all the leaders and told them to put this issue on hold.
We're inviting everyone here tomorrow, so we can all talk this through peacefully. We're Island 1. We cannot afford to have a war over some mineral.
And ain't that just the way?
Meanwhile, Island 2 was still processing the death of Jophiel.
Even though I was just a farmer, you know, you still made me feel important.
Saps would invite all the leaders for a meeting later so they could coordinate a hunt for Seraphim and discuss their plans for when the border inevitably drops.
But Seraphim's the fall guy, bro.
Now, after Jofiel's death, Tricolor had lost a lot of its power, which left the island with really one dominant nation, the Commonwealth. But remember from day 3 how the 5 Commonwealth leaders were in constant fights with each other?
It is ridiculous that Almond's vote is worth the same as mine.
Well, this all came to a head on day 5 when one of the leaders was caught plotting to take control of the entire Commonwealth. So another Commonwealth leader then paid an assassin to, well, oh my god!
Oh my god!
Wolfram's dead.
What? We just witnessed murder!
After this, people from—
How many assassinations are we up to now in this video? 4 or 5? Or not necessarily assassinations, but like cold-blooded murder cases? I feel like we're very far from the total count.
The Commonwealth lost even more faith in their governments. This Commonwealth citizen went to the Caste Coalition to complain to Caste directly.
I got information that there might be Netherite on the other island. My leadership said, quote,
Dude, I knew that Island 2 was gonna find out.
Netherite is useless.
Netherite is, of course, not useless. I think that's a foolish statement.
As the Commonwealth erupted, the Caste Coalition thrived. But they did have their own problems. Is this your employee?
Yes, he is.
That implies I get paid.
Is he not getting paid?
Skip out on work.
You hear this woman?
Earlier, What Daddy had ditched work to attend a party in Barbie Land. So as punishment, his employers forced him to risk his life and chop down one of the tallest trees in the Caste Coalition. He's asking for help.
You have to yell louder. I can't hear you. You're so far up. You have to get closer to the ground.
He's gonna fall. Yep. I'm locked in, bro. I'm plugged in.
Now, because of this recent tragedy, Cass decided to stay home from Saps' meeting. That said, every other major leader was now on their way.
A lot of people about to die. I can feel
As
it.
the leaders and representatives arrived, there was one person who would be notably absent, banned from attending the meeting. Before the meeting started, Flux called me to his underground bunker because he had something, quote, important to tell me. Flux, what are you gonna do?
Well, first, let me just explain. I'm not allowed to attend this meeting because the leaders of this island are utterly incompetent. They can see that Island 1 is gearing up to invade us. And their response is, let's give Island 1 more gear. It's completely brainless, and it's going to result in all of our people dying.
So, you got a plan?
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Flux is a bit of an edgelord. I'm looking forward to when he eventually gets his comeuppance, but I don't think it's happening anytime soon.
Had a plan, but nobody listened. They all voted against it. Look, we can still save this island, but the current leadership has to go.
What do you mean, has to go?
Has to go. Removed. And I'm done waiting.
Oh,
it's
no.
gonna happen today.
But how?
Welcome.
Oh, yo, dude. Wait, they're all in the meeting place? They just need to blow it up.
Thank you all for coming. We have a lot of very important stuff to talk about.
You know, during the first meeting, there was one person there who actually understood what I was saying. Seraphim reached out to me, asked me if they could help in any way. I told Seraphim to kill Jofiel. And today, we will finish the job!
Wait, so Seraphim gets there. What actually happens next?
Something I didn't want to do, but something that needs to be done.
They're gonna blow it up,
I'm going
right?
to save this island by any means
They're blowing up the summit.
necessary.
I would like to bring
seats at the table if you agree with full KO.
It's going to be a mass execution of all of, like, the nation's leaders.
And Seraphim, please say aye.
Aye. Are you sure this is going to work?
I don't know, but we have no other choice.
Alright, so I have something to say. Is there a possibility, any possibility, that the assassination of Wolfram and the assassination of Jofiel by Seraphim is any way connected?
Too little, too late.
Is there a conspiracy going on right now? Do we think that's a thing? Are leaders safe?
I have reason to believe that leaders are not safe.
F's in the chat.
Do you feel any guilt doing all this?
Well, part of me feels bad for Saps.
I also don't think the leaders are safe.
What do you mean you feel bad for Saps?
He has no idea what's about to happen to him.
Okay, we get it.
If you had to betray one person to save 1,000, would you?
Okay, let's not pretend like you're doing this out of some nobility, Flux. Come on, you're doing this because you're a power-hungry dickhead.
What just happened? What happened?
I didn't do that. I didn't do that.
Oh my god!
Why is there a trap?
Is this all set up?
Saps.
Where's Saps? Where did he go?
Did Saps do this?
Drove.
Wait, Saps? You have to find him.
Down! Kill him! Kill Saps!
So he sets up Saps to make it look like he did it. Dude, okay. I feel like rigging the place to explode is so much more realistic than building like redstone, like stalactite traps. Sorry, that was a Pog moment, but also kind of silly. Damn, that's crazy. Well, it was a clean trap. It was right. That was clinical. That was more clinical than if they had blowed the whole place to smithereens. How did he not notice that redstone traps were being built inside his house? I don't think it was his house, but it was the meeting place. I will say, yeah, it's hard to say. I don't know. Suspension of disbelief a bit.
It was a new day, and Island 2 was in shock. On day 4, when Saps was in Tricolor helping the people after the death of Jofiel, Flux and his crew had built a trap in his roof. And Saps did not know they had done this.
That's how.
He had been framed by his friend Flux, used as a scapegoat for Flux's plan.
And let this be a lesson, chat. I've said this before. You can go ahead and be a loyal friend to crappy people. You can go ahead and be a loyal friend. Look where it gets you. You want to wind up like Saps? If you know someone's a crappy guy, go ahead. You can live and die by the sword of like, but they're my friend. This is what it gets you. This is what it gets you. Saps is a good guy, a loyal friend, and he gets screwed over. Let this be a cautionary tale for some of you here.
But because they had to rush to build the trap, it actually wasn't fully successful. Some of the dripstone, including the one meant for 3 Below Zero, had failed. But overall, the trap still killed the leader of Aperion, Alkaline Alk, a leader of the Commonwealth, Coraline, and 4 other very high-ranking officials from across the island. The people of Island 2 were devastated, confused, and angry.
The perfect time for an uprising.
Our leader's dead.
What just happened? After the trap went off, Seraphim was immediately caught and killed. Oh! But when more people found out about how exactly their leaders died...
Sorry, I really like it when crappy people get their comeuppance. I'm so excited for how the rest of this video goes.
Their anger wasn't really towards Seraphim, but toward the person they believed was behind it all, Saps. And it made sense. Saps knew he'd be hosting leaders at his home. It was his roof that had a secret trap. A trap that happened to fit perfectly into the design of the roof. Saps was about as guilty as it was possible to be. With that, all the major Island 2 nations, from the Commonwealth to the Cast Coalition to Tricolor to Luminara, declared saps to be hunted down and killed, while Flux got away with it all.
Playing right into his hand.
If you had to betray one person to save thousands.
That line isn't hard, dude. That line isn't as hard as like we're trying to make it out to be. If you had to betray one to save 1,000, like that, it's not. This isn't utilitarianism. Let's stop wrapping it up that way. It's not like power to the people. It's like you want to own all of them.
Would you?
If you had the chance to change your fate, would you?
And on top of all of this, at the beginning of day 6, it was
Let him dream. He's not dreaming. Bro's deluded.
announced that tomorrow, on day 7, the border between the 2 islands will finally fall. Both islands now have 1 day to prepare.
We are about to see grand scale violence, the likes of which we have not seen yet in this ish video. Grand scale violence. Unspeakable things will be done. War never changes.
Now, when the people of Island 1 saw the chaos happening on the other island, most just didn't really care about it.
Wait, also didn't I really predict that in the first part of the video? I feel like I literally said I feel like the rich are going to rip each other apart.
A lot of the hatred against Island 2 that was popular in the early days had faded away. That is, except for this player named Oppenheimer, who was determined to take out Barbie Land because in 2023, the Barbie movie had outsold the Oppenheimer movie.
I'm building a nuclear rocket that will make yesterday's chaos look like
Great minds think alike.
child's play.
But when Oppenheimer tried testing his nuke, it went up, and up, and up, and was never seen again.
I swear I didn't pre-watch this.
Now, day 6 did present some new challenges for some of the civilizations. For example, at Nevermore, what is this? What are you doing up here?
I got voted out because they hate me.
Oh! Come on! No, Chuck! What about me?
Oh! 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 What? I didn't do anything.
Me when I pre-watch a 2-hour video? Yeah, imagine I watched this whole thing and then sat through it to react to it. That would be crazy.
Meanwhile, at Elysium,
I hate being a leader. Everyone here is so stubborn.
Benji was having trouble getting laws passed because his people kept opposing any changes that threatened their peaceful lifestyle. The people of Elysium were generally skeptical of government officials, sometimes even holding trials against them. Although this particular trial did not go to plan.
Guys, somebody stole Gerald.
Gerald?
The mushroom cow, Gerald, has been stolen.
Let's go!
That's grounds for war.
There they all go. Meanwhile, at Westhelm, there was a bit of a food problem going on. Not a shortage, a feud. See, Remy the Rat had opened up a new restaurant right across from the Coliseum, but the food was questionable.
Is poison fatal?
So his
I hope Remy the Rat wins it all, bro.
customers had instead started buying their
Last man standing, Remy the Rat, just chefing it up.
food from another player named Dinosaur. That is, until...
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Dino. What is he? Permanently closed. All food is now at...
Uh-oh.
Remy, are you behind the murder of Dinosaur?
Uh-oh.
Anyway, on day 6, the Westhelm Coliseum was finally complete.
And this Coliseum, dude, this spells trouble.
Yeah.
From the start, it spelled trouble.
What
It's
do
not
you
good,
plan
bro.
on using this arena for?
Do I actually have to say legally?
No?
Maybe a little bit of blood will be shed. That's all I can say.
While Spood was a popular leader who got things done, he had also developed a reputation of being a little unstable. He said outlandish things, he can't stand meetings, and his justice system wasn't by courthouse, but by combat. This is something Spood's first attempted assassin, Ramsayer, tried to prevent. It's why he tried to kill Spood, and he wouldn't be the only one. There has been a small but coordinated secret revolution growing in Westhelm, with aims to overthrow and murder Spood. The two leading figures are Westhelm citizen Ramsay and Westhelm's head.
Yeah, it's literally Rome, right? Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of like kind of references to history in this, right? Yeah, you said the quiet part out loud. It's Rome, right? He's literally like playing the character from the movie Gladiator.
Head builder, Knight Arcturus.
You know, I helped design his Colosseum, not knowing Spood actually wanted to use it for bloodshed. He's insane.
The first part of their plan was to take out Spood's second in command, a player named Oo.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Yeah, that's right.
Second in command down. But Ramsay Pi was immediately chased down by Westhelm's army.
You could have made something happen, man.
Oh. Oh.
Okay, people are getting murked.
Dead, Knight Arcturus became the sole leader of the revolution. But he also knew it was only a matter of time before Spood finds out about his plans.
I want to make one thing clear. Anybody who is caught plotting against me will be executed. In the name of Westhelm! Glory to Westhelm!
Glory to Westhelm! Glory to Westhelm!
Glory to our Stotska.
Now, before the border drops, the Island 1 leaders all met to discuss what to do about the Netherites in the volcano.
Oh
Going
yeah, the
into
Netherite,
meeting, people
yeah.
were not happy with Infernus and the Lingalini Mafia, who were believed to be keeping Netherite to themselves.
Please keep all your weapons holstered at all times unless you absolutely have to take them.
The meeting began with Westhelm's representative and Spood's newly appointed second in command, Spider.
We asked if you had netherite, and you lied. You said there was no netherite, that you had looked in it, and that you hadn't found any.
Because people were immediately starting to gang up on Infernus, Benji from Elysium tried to keep the peace.
Why is it Infernus's job to report on the netherite? There were people literally going into their territory, mine without authorization, and then accuse them of doing something wrong.
After some more discussion,
Thanks, Benji.
Infernus was asked the big question.
Will you open up rights to mining underneath the volcano?
It is still our land. It is still the place where we live. And of course, trade, things like trade are important, but in terms of opening up the volcano, it is an adamant no.
Ooh.
Hold on, let the Mario Kart.
Oh, wow.
It's a Mario Kart.
Now, Lingalini, cynic.
I'm just glad that this is the only part of the video that's purely fictitious. There's never been like land dispute issues over like raw minerals that are on that land in human history. I'm glad that this is made up.
His biggest ally was about to speak, but what he ended up saying was unexpected.
We have to humbly disagree with Infernus of not allowing anyone else to mine in the volcano. This is Island 1. We're all struggling against the nature and everything like that. Shouldn't we all be allowed to mine wherever we please?
No way.
Let's go.
Yes. Hell yes. Preach.
Soon, people started offering deals to Infernus.
I believe we'd be open to give you resources since it is your land.
But Seneca still said no.
The volcano is still our sacred land. We don't want hundreds of people there mining and ravaging it.
As a result,
dude, I mean, hats off to Seneca for standing on business, but she is kind of asking to get raided by all these other people and just to have her whole civilization slaughtered. There has to be some kind of compromise. You can't just say like a complete like blanket no. Like people are gonna get pissed at you and probably kill you over it.
Lingalini,
if the rest of this video has told us anything, they might kill you over it.
And even further.
On the day one, Mario was here first on the volcano, and we're able to mine there, but it's not fair that no one else can mine. While your queen is over there with the diamond boots, some people don't even have any armor.
Oh, better boots, man. Eventually, people started using scare tactics.
That volcano is insanely active right now. It will most likely erupt within the next few days.
I doubt it. I doubt it.
That's sci-fi propaganda.
That's propaganda.
And so, after even more discussion, Westhelm made a final plea.
We have a representative from every single nation on this island. You have an opportunity here to unite us all, or you have an opportunity to totally destroy that unitedness.
But Seneca still wouldn't budge.
For now, it's a no.
So, Lingalini made a big announcement.
Mario has a large chunk of territory in the volcano. The Linguini family declares independence from Infernus, and we will open mining to anybody who wants to mine.
Holy based.
Seneca's leaving?
Great.
Seneca had left the meeting, furious at Lingalini's betrayal.
Bro just declared independence. That's awesome.
We had a better outcome, but this meeting's adjourned.
This spells trouble, though. This does spell trouble. I'm scared. It was pretty tough from Linguini. Or Lingalini. Sorry, I said Linguini. Lingalini.
What just happened?
Dude, what just happened? Every leader in front of me just died.
And you had nothing to do with it.
That was a while ago.
Me. Someone was in the roof. I'm getting framed-ish.
Following yesterday's trap, Saps was on the run, as he was now the most wanted and notorious criminal on Island 2.
Bro, and I just personally can't believe Saps did that.
I'm screwed. What am I supposed to do?
He had no choice but to hide amongst the dense jungles and swamps of the southern island. But he also knew that the longer he hid, the more guilty he looked. So earlier, he had decided that he would turn himself in under the condition that he is given a fair trial. Flux, meanwhile, was satisfied with the success of his plan, but it wasn't over quite yet.
We got 2 leaders left to kill. Call me Cass, and of course, the guy who demoted me.
And because Seraphim was dead, Flux sent another member of his crew to take care of the job.
I hope 3 below 0 wins out over Flux. I hope, I don't know. I know Flux is going to get his comeuppance at some point in this video. It would be so poetic if the man who demoted him doesn't get taken out in the crossfire, but I suspect that he will. But God, I hope he doesn't. It would be so cool for him to be the one to also kill his second in command. God, that'd be sick.
Oh no.
Oh, never mind. Well, bye.
There we go. To the world, this looked like
holy
yet another
timing, bro.
senseless assassination. But to Flux, it was the strategic progression toward making the people of Island 2 paranoid. So paranoid that they wouldn't trust.
I guess I'm absolved of any pre-watched allegations.
Anybody, and especially not Island 1.
The ultimate jinx, bro. God.
In fact, the new leadership of Tricolor was already preparing for Island 1 to invade.
I think we should secure our nation, make sure we have plans when inevitable war and fighting starts.
Sending aid to Island 1 was officially off the table, and the construction of the Luminara bridge had come to a stop. After all these days, Flux's plan was finally working. Now, the Cass Coalition, meanwhile, hosted a diplomatic meeting on Day 6 to try and increase the morale of Island 2 before the border drops, although Cass herself was too scared to attend the meeting.
And I am, I want to enter, but my members are telling me not to because there was an attempt on my life yesterday.
Oh, right. Because Cass was one of the last remaining major leaders on Island 2, she now had guards with her at all times.
Here, I'll trade you armor.
Why?
Want to make sure you guys do not die. Please don't die.
That said, everyone would soon be tuning into the trial of Saporada to find out whether Saps will be freed or executed.
I hope it's a fair trial, man.
Several nations argued over who would get to host the trial, but the Commonwealth ended up winning.
We've made this beautiful venue to show the world that the Commonwealth is still the strongest.
I feel like we gotta stop meeting in venues, though, because every time we meet up, something bad happens. Maybe we hold this trial remote.
But first...
Thoughts?
Down in the mines, they all been searching for something. Down in the mines, they all been
Surely the musicians are the last bastion of... that's a safe class, right? You can't... Obviously, violence is blanket bad, but certainly there has to be some kind of council where there's certain safe, musicians are safe. Remy the chef is safe, right? They're off limits. They're for the people. They aren't even struggling for political agendas or whatever. They should be exempted from any kind of political struggle that happens.
They're moving the warden up. No.
Yeah, the wardens are friendly.
No, they're not.
Wait, can you come
They're bringing it to the surface.
Sidefall!
Rising lava? So remember that discovery that Sidefall made? Well, it was a warden, also known as the most dangerous creature in all of Minecraft. Sidefall had then renamed the warden to Rising Lava, so that when he was accidentally killed by it, the entirety of Island 1
It's literally propaganda. Wow. Wow.
went into a panic. The lava is not rising, but this is just as dangerous.
But how did he rename it? How does he have that like permission? And isn't this just proof that misinformation is more powerful than the truth? Oh, name tag. Right, okay.
The warden had been unleashed onto Island 1, going from place to place, terrorizing civilizations.
Dude. Wow. And people are going to keep dying to rising lava, and everyone's going to be like, we have to do something about the volcano. We have to seal it off.
Cut to Westhelm. But the Westhelm army was ready.
Underground. Ready? Aim! Fire!
Hopefully there's only one warden. And no more.
Come on. Oh my gosh.
Wow. Absolutely eviscerating them. Gosh, is anyone on Island 1 going to be left standing after this?
Welcome to Westhelm.
Oh, cheesing it? Nice. The cheese comes in clutch, bro. What was that shot of Remy the Rat?
The defendant Saporata is accused of 7 counts of murder, including the murder of Joe Field, the murder of Alkaline Alk, and the murder of our very own Coraline. I will hear the prosecution's argument, followed by the defense, and then I shall make my ruling.
Okay, guys, I feel really unsafe.
Prosecution, go ahead.
I just don't think there's any way this ends well, right? There's no version, like, and it sucks. It's dramatic irony in a way, but there's no version of this our boy Saps gets out of this, right? He's either found guilty in this trial and put to death, or justice is actually executed effectively, but like he's still gonna be like a target for assassination. Like it sucks that like the rest of Sap's future is basically a fatalistic one. Like there's no version of this where he gets to just like live a normal life. He's doomed.
Your Honor, Saps constructed a meeting hall which contained the deadly trap, pointed at everybody but himself. As a prelude for the meeting, he had his accomplice, Seraphim, assassinate his leader before running to the trigger, ready to pull the trap. He then fled the scene after the trap went off, just long enough after faking his surprise. He is not only a cold-blooded murderer, but a terrorist.
The prosecution then called a survivor of the trap, Zekor, to the stand.
Wow.
We know after
Bro lived it, tanked it.
that only one seat had no trap. Can you identify who was sitting in that seat?
It was Saporata.
And who built the meeting hall with that seat?
It was Saps. You.
But isn't it all a little like I know that isn't it a little too convenient that the person who staged all of it just like I feel like if I was the defense, I'd be like, isn't this all a little too convenient? Doesn't the breadcrumb trail lead back to Saps a little too easily? Surely there has to be some question of foul play here.
Killed our leaders. You destroyed our island. May your death today satisfy us all.
If I was Saps' defense attorney, I would go so hard in the paint, bro.
Then it was time for the defense, for Saps to give the most important speech of his life.
Because that's the whole point of due process in court, chat. You have to prove beyond a shadow of a doubt. As long as that doubt exists, you can't come to a reasonable conclusion. You have to prove beyond a shadow of a doubt. This is all conjecture. This is all circumstantial evidence.
All I ever wanted for this island was peace and cooperation between the nations. The loss at the meeting yesterday was extremely devastating and came out of nowhere. But I can tell you right now, I'm innocent. It wasn't me. The leadership in Luminara helped me build the meeting area.
He's gonna expose them.
And we're the only people.
To be fair, Saps isn't really helping himself out here. This is why you need a representative. Saps is like, bro, it wasn't me, because trust me. R.I.P.
Who knew about the area before the leadership meeting. That includes the prosecution himself, Thomas 5200.
What?
Gotoga, Hive Rotation, Snowbird 334, and their ringleader, Fluxion.
Hold on.
When I left to gather the leaders for the meeting, they must have snuck into the roof of the meeting to make the trap. The people who I thought I can trust the most used me for their malicious intent and killed the leaders and blamed it on me.
No. We're past that. His initial argument was, I didn't do it, bro, trust me. He actually just read them to filth. He actually said exactly what happened and he's calling them out. So now it's like, he needs to become like, because there's this whole thing. I don't know if this exists in every country, but there's like, gosh, what's the name of it? There's this protection that you go into. Like when someone is like, this is in Goodfellas. Like when you're a rat for like mafia affairs and that kind of thing, you become like a protected person. Saps needs a bodyguard now, because if he is left alone, he is a target. He is just such a target for potential, someone is going to frickin' bonk this guy.
Saps had figured out he was betrayed and framed by his friend Flux, but he would end up making a critical mistake.
I find it rather interesting that Three Below, the leader of Luminara, is one of the only people who survived the trap.
No, it's like a protection program.
What
about it? Well, Saps falsely assumed that 3 Below Zero, the beloved leader of Luminara, was also behind the murders. And with that mistake, Saps turned everyone against him.
Saps, is that all you have to say?
I guess.
All right, I'm ready to make my decision.
Really, the decision rests on, dude, okay, this whole justice system in this Minecraft world needs to be, someone needs to take a fine-tooth comb to it, because it's corrupt.
Judge Timebomb, find Saparata.
No jury? No attorney for Saps?
Guilty on all counts.
Yes.
Wait, Saps is to be taken to the top of the gauntlet and executed immediately.
Executed. Oh, that's it.
R.I.P. Hell justice system is right. I would argue the trial was just pageantry. This was a foregone conclusion, right? They had the trial for like the formality of it all, but it was a foregone conclusion. Which sucks. Justice for Saps!
Wait,
Yes! Sap's my goat! Sap's my goat! Go! Go! Yes! Be free! I believe! Yes!
Where'd he go?
He escaped, man.
Cinema.
You gotta be kidding me. No.
Holy cinema. I believe in you, Saps.
Killed our leaders. You destroyed our island. Murderer.
That just makes him look more guilty. Bro, it's not a question of guilty or not guilty now. Saps, he doesn't have a life anymore. It doesn't matter, bro. He was already dead on arrival. That, like, we're so far, that doesn't matter. All that matters now for the rest of Sap's life is kill or be killed. I hope he wins out, bro. I hope he wins.
Saps, why did you do this?
You got this, Saps. Clutch up, King. Tell them the truth. Bring them the truth. Save them from themselves. What a shot. Chat, I need to take a quick pee break. I'm so sorry. All right, Saps just ran away. Justice for my boy Saps. I hope that he wins out. Day 7, bro. It's been a week.
Shouldn't it be dropping soon?
Yeah, I think so.
It was day 7, which means the border had officially dropped. At first, people were kind of in awe.
Whoa, this is beautiful.
Going from one island to another after all this time was a major culture shock.
Is this Island 1? Whoa.
And
this is the first face cam in the video. This is
as
crazy.
expected, Island 1 people immediately started taking resources from Island 2. They're taking the sheep. But the flow of resources wasn't all in one direction.
Probably gonna take some gravel back to Island 2. We don't have a lot of it.
Still, as people from the 2 islands started meeting for the first time, they were surprisingly friendly to each other. Like these two who made a tunnel connecting the islands from underground.
This is amazing! We've linked Island 1 and Island 2.
That underground tunnel is going to be significant later, right?
For the longest time, Island 2 feared an invasion by Island 1. But on day 7, that fear completely disappeared.
Wait, they're all friends.
It became very clear that Island 1 had no interest in war. Instead, they were just happy that they could finally enjoy Island 2 for themselves.
Wait, great. So they all resolved themselves to a life of peace together and working together. W-React, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to like and subscribe. Wait, there's still an hour and 20 minutes left.
The water isn't boiling.
That said, at the beginning of day 7, Lingalini made a big decision. He had decided to move out of the volcano and relocate his entire mafia to Island 2.
See, this is much more organized than Island 1.
After yesterday's Netherite meeting, which got a little heated, Lingalini had legitimate fears that Infernus might seek revenge against him. So, hoping to live a more peaceful life, Lingalini went far away and settled in the Caste Coalition.
So you're the leader of a mafia, I've heard?
Yes, we are, but we might do some rebranding over here.
Are you guys, like, violent?
We weren't violent much, but we have done some political talk that has not been taken well, which is the reason why we're here.
Sensing potential danger, Cass decided it was best for Lingalini to set up his home outside the Caste Coalition. That said, the Caste Coalition was now bigger than ever before. On day 7, Cass hosted a funeral for the deceased Wood Daddy, and over 100 people across both islands showed up.
We are gathered here today in the cherished memory of Wood Daddy, a beacon of kindness in our community.
While Cass's influence grew, the Commonwealth was in shambles. Saps' trial yesterday was a disaster for the Commonwealth. Island 2 had entrusted the Commonwealth to run the trial of Saps. So when Saps escaped his execution, people lost all faith in the Commonwealth, which at one point was the most powerful civilization in the world. On day 7, most of the Commonwealth leaders resigned, leaving just one player, Sitzkrieg, as the sole ruler of the Commonwealth.
We're actively searching for Saps right now. We will restore honor to the Commonwealth.
One of Sitzkrieg's biggest goals was to find and kill Saps, but his other big goal was to regrow the Commonwealth's population, which by this point had shrunk by a lot. So he sent out a lot of public invites, especially to the people of Island 1, and it actually did work, until... One of the people who moved in was Knight Arcturus, the lead builder of Westhelm, who had to flee from Westhelm because Spood had found out about his secret plans for revolution.
Yeah, the Commonwealth is letting us hide out here. As long as Spood doesn't find us, we should be okay.
Speaking of fugitives, the world's biggest fugitive, Saps, was back to hiding in the jungle after miraculously escaping from his trial, although his spirits were quickly fading.
Everyone thinks I'm a murderer. I just don't know what to do anymore.
Bro, you're gonna have to live underground.
Saps knew that Sitzkrieg and the Commonwealth soon planned to scout the entire southern islands to hunt him down. So on day 7, Saps decided that his best bet was to leave his home island and flee to Island 1.
That's not a bad idea either. That is not a bad idea, man.
It wouldn't be so easy.
Unless he finds the underground tunnel.
Because the border had just dropped, people were constantly going back and forth between the two islands, which means traveling by sea could be dangerous. So Saps decided on another method of travel. He went to the place where he was least expected.
Right where he just was?
He's trying to use the bridge.
Wow.
No way.
Right under their noses. Uh-oh.
What the heck? What are you doing, bro?
Oh my god. Uh-oh.
Island 1.
Now, instead of chasing Saps, the Luminara builders instead retreated to inform everyone else that Saps was on his way to Island 1. Saps, meanwhile, quickly sailed the rest of the way to the other island, although what happened next was unexpected.
Oh, there he is. Hey, buddy.
Whoa. You scared the crap out of me. Am I allowed to touch this water? Yeah, right.
Yeah, you know, it's good. On the south side of the island, it's safe.
It turns out earlier, Saps had reached out to a bunch of people on Island 1, offering them 2 stacks of diamonds if they give him a safe place to hide. And out of all people to accept his offer, it was Turntap, the leader of the Covenant, the most feared and militaristic civilization on Island 1.
Yeah.
How was the trip?
I ran across the giant bridge that Luminara is building, and like all of Luminara was there.
When Saps and Turntap finally arrived at the Covenant, Turntap immediately distributed Saps' diamonds to the Covenant army. But then, in a surprising move, he sent them out on a secret mission. Turntap had sent the Covenant hit squad to Island 2, but not to accomplish a goal for the Covenant per se, but actually upon the request of Infernus.
What?
Lingalini betrayed us, humiliated us. He ruined our sacred land.
Oh, right.
Yesterday, Lingalini had opened up the volcano for Netherite mining, and as such, people from all across Island 1 had started mining in the volcano. And even though Lingalini had now moved out of the volcano, Sinica felt that since people were already mining, she had no choice but to let them stay. She was not happy about what Lingalini had done, and Sinica wanted revenge. Oh! They're killing the entire mafia.
Another one down, baby!
Oh my god.
Now, the reason the Covenant was willing to do Sinica's bidding wasn't just because she'd let them mine for Netherite before anyone else, but because as a civilization that values honor and loyalty, the Covenant didn't appreciate how Lingalini so publicly betrayed Infernus. They found him.
Oh no!
About diplomacy?
We could have had Island 1 at peace and world peace, and we still can, really.
Oh, here they go.
But over
No!
my grave, he will not be a part of it.
No!
Oh, they've got him.
No! Lingalini's last stand! No, dude. Wait. Seneca,
The
you just made
Covenant had
a freaking villain out of me, dude. You just made a villain. Dude, I hope Seneca, I hope they freaking ring her up and they do that thing where like they tie someone to a chariot. Who is it? Someone in the story of Achilles? Didn't they tie someone to a chariot and then drag him around the city? I hope that happens to Seneca.
Massacred the Lingalini Mafia. Before anyone could retaliate,
That's
the
messed
Blue
up, bro.
Cross announced they would schedule a hearing, calling on the Covenant to explain what they had done.
Damn, bro. What's the
Flux.
point?
Oh, you got some fancy armor now.
Without freaking Lingalini, what's the point?
Yeah, got it from Island 1.
Wait, really? Earlier today, Flux and his crew had gotten their hands on a super rare armor trim by trading with the Covenant, who had picked up the armor trim from the warden when it died.
Oh.
Now, of course, Flux had no idea that the Covenant was also trading with and harboring his arch nemesis, Saps. But he did know one thing.
I heard Saps ran to Island 1, so we put out a massive bounty on his head.
Flux was now determined to have Saps killed, because Saps was the only other person in the world who knew that Flux was behind the murders of all the Island 2 leaders. Basically, if Saps dies, Flux gets away with everything. And
No! Dude, if that is how this video goes, I will not be able to rest. I will not be able to rest. I need Saps to take Flux down, or I will not be able to sleep tonight. Do you understand?
The sooner Saps dies, the better, because of incidents like yesterday.
That includes the prosecution himself and their ringleader, Fluxion.
Fortunately for Flux, it didn't seem like anyone at the trial believed Saps. If anything, Saps' accusation only made people hate him more, especially the people of Luminara, who weren't happy that Saps accused some of their fellow citizens. What do you want to do to Saps?
Kill on site. We hunted him down the other day. We
Yeah.
couldn't find him, but we have speculation of where he is.
After the murder of their beloved leader 3 Below Zero, Luminara soon planned to host an election, and the current...
Wait. Oh, that's right. I forgot. I was about to say, wait, where did 3 Below Zero died? It happened earlier when I was like, I hope 3 Below Zero beats Flux, and then he immediately got assassinated. Sorry. I thought they were glossing over new information.
Runner was a player named Legacy.
Me and my parrot, we've just been going around to different houses,
It's a long
knocking on
video.
doors. I think we're gonna win this thing.
For a moment, Flux also considered a run for leader, although he had basically already accomplished everything he wanted to do.
Look, no matter what people say, Island 1 was planning to invade us. They would have just walked right ahead. But now that we have stronger leaders, more cautious leaders, they're not gonna do that. We have world peace. And not because of a bridge, but because of me.
Bro's got such an ego.
Since the beginning, Flux's philosophy was simple. You can never show kindness to your enemy if your enemy wishes to destroy you. If you build a bridge, they'll use it to invade you. If you offer them aid, they'll use it to kill you. This is why Flux believed it was necessary to eliminate the Island 2 leaders who wished to be kind.
Flux the kind of dude to just like say some shit that he thinks is so philosophical. If your enemy is just across the bridge that you yourself are standing on, you must first get off the bridge before you cut it. Like what? Like you're saying words.
But the cost of their deaths...
I know that's rich coming from me.
...was devastating. The people of Tricolor still mourned Jofiel, building a massive statue to honor their deceased leader.
We've just been trying to focus on restabilizing our nation. Obviously, the passing of Jofiel hit us pretty hard.
Meanwhile, the people of Aperion had elected a new leader, but Aperion was never quite the same after the death of Alkaline Elk. The people of the Commonwealth were also in shambles, having a much smaller civilization than they started with. And even though there was some peace on Island...
Is there an end date for this simulation? I can't remember if this was announced at the beginning. Are people just trying to survive, like, to day 14 or something? I genuinely can't remember if this was addressed. I'm trying to understand the end game for this. Or is it just, like, to go on forever?
People didn't...
Sorry if this was addressed earlier. It's been such a journey, I can't remember.
...feel a sense of calm, but instead a sense of unease and revenge. They needed closure, and they were determined to kill the person who they believed murdered the leaders they loved. Saps knew that it was only a matter of time before someone hunts him down, or
That's not what I'm asking, like, what is the definition of done for this simulation? Or is it just like, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to understand when it ends. I'm not really asking about trivia of, like, the day-to-day.
Someone in the Covenant betrays him to collect the massive bounty on his head. So Saps made a last...
If the answer is it just ends when it ends, or last one standing, probably, that's fine.
...ditch effort to try and get a strong ally for his cause.
But that, like, changes, like, the meaning of the video, right?
He asked Turntap to take him to the largest nation on Island 1.
Probably a cutoff of time? No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. If it's like 2 weeks, that makes sense.
But on their way to the Westhelm...
I think the answer is chat doesn't know, which is fine. I don't know and chat doesn't know either.
Building. They ran into a citizen of Aperion from Island 2 who recognized Saps.
Oh. Oh, hey.
Is there a problem here?
Neutral ground? Neutral ground.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Okay. Okay. We will walk by in peace.
Good call.
Saps and his crew then entered the capital.
Can I speak to the glorious leader of Westhelm, please?
Yeah, I'll go grab him.
Hello. The Covenant leaders brought me. Can we have a meeting?
I'm not gonna lie, Saps. You coming to me asking for a meeting after what happened last time, even if it wasn't to do with you.
Listen, I just want to talk.
What about what?
At least explain, because I'm innocent.
Saps, I'm sorry. No.
Ultimately, Spood rejected Saps' request for a meeting because Spood didn't exactly trust him and had no real reason to help him. So instead, Saps tried another civilization, the Alcaracina Pirates.
I feel like this faction's only really been alluded to. We haven't heard much about them since like the first act.
Felt a little off.
Now, since you're here, you have to drop all your gear.
Well, about that. Wherever you think is the safer option. At the end of the day, I don't want any of you guys to get killed for something.
Uh-oh. R.I.P.
But then, suddenly...
You need to leave?
Run. Fly, you fools!
Where's he going? Turntap had realized that the pirates were planning to kill Saps to collect the massive bounty on his head. So he told Saps to run.
That's pirates, that makes sense.
What's going on?
1 sec, you gotta go back to Covenant, like, immediately. We probably shouldn't have come out here.
Now, on their way back to the Covenants,
Sorry, the casual, like... yeah, let's head back to the Covenant, man. I don't know, they're trying to kill you.
Tap suddenly started acting suspicious himself.
Are we safe? Is everything fine? What's going on?
We can go back to Covenant right now.
You need to tell me what's going on or I'm not coming with you.
Dude, either, like, you can handle this on your own, or, like, just...
Uh-oh, this is sus.
On a sec, just come on.
Listen, it's hard to trust people right now, so...
This is sus, bro!
This is so suspicious.
You're acting sussy buck among us.
His choices. Either he puts his life in the hands of Turntap, who may be wanting to kill him and collect the bounty for himself, or he runs away. Now.
No! Not the swelling of the strings, God! Even the sound design of this video is beautiful.
It's all load. Saps then climbed the mountains of
My
Island
goat!
1, escaping from the last remaining person he thought he could trust.
My goat!
He was
alone
now
again!
Alone in a world of people who hated him and wanted him dead. So he ventured into the snow.
He's cold!
And started collecting blocks.
You gotta get blocks.
I can't trust anybody.
Is this Santa Claus?
He completely won. There's just no point anymore.
Or wait, was that just Ish interviewing him? Maybe Ish is Santa Claus.
On day 7, Saps built a tower in the tundra, a monument for people to remember him by. And he planned to jump off.
No! Saps! Oh my god, don't do it. Yeah, of course he didn't. Cause you know why? Because he's the GOAT.
If I have to die, I'm gonna make sure he does too.
There will be blood! Get your revenge! Get the Flux! Sorry. My personal bias just came out. I feel very passionate about this, clearly. But I do want my boy Saps to win. I want him to win out. I want him to unify the good actors of these two kingdoms. And I want all of the bad actors to get their comeuppance.
Welcome, everyone. Today,
And I want my spring allergies to take a day off.
we have 2 new prisoners who will fight to the death. Rinit, you are charged with the attempted murder of several innocent Westhelm farmers. Remy, you are charged with conspiracy to murder Westhelm food supplier
Ah, so Remy's a rat in more ways than one.
Dinosaur. Ready, set, fight!
Oh. Here they go. Oh, that's sweet. Wait, some guy jumped in.
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
The heck?
I think Remy might have plot armor, dude.
Remy the Rat had won his duel in the Colosseum, and all of his crimes, including the murder of dinosaurs, were expunged from his record by Emperor Spood himself. He was now a legend, and his restaurant became more popular than ever before.
He put his head on the floor.
Now,
Get that ratatouille!
it's been a busy few days for Emperor Spood. He was always working on different things. Have you seen our aqueducts? Show me your aqueducts, Spood.
Look at it behind you! Look at it!
So what's the use of this?
I don't really know. What is the point of anything?
Bro, it's
just
aesthetic.
build. We have too many builders, not enough ideas.
Now, while Spood was an effective leader, he did have to constantly watch his back for assassins.
You know, I've thwarted like 5 assassination attempts, and guess what? I've just found out about another.
No way. Spood's entire reign began with him almost being killed, so he was always extra careful and sensitive about where he
Bro's collecting assassination attempts like it's a hobby.
went and who he associated with. It's also why Spood was particularly angry when he found out that one of the people who planned to kill him was his own lead builder, Knight Arcturus.
According to some of my sources, Knight Arcturus was seen in the Commonwealth earlier today.
Really? Spood had sent spies across the world to find Knight Arcturus, and when they discovered he was staying at the Commonwealth, Spood immediately reached out to Sitzkrieg to request he be handed back to Westhelm. However, given that the Commonwealth was low on citizens and needed good builders, Sitzkrieg decided to reject Spood's request.
I'm not just going to give up one of my builders. The Commonwealth does not give in to tyrants.
This made Spood erupt with fury.
Oh, I'm gonna make sure that everybody knows the Commonwealth is corrupt. They step that talk.
Bro got rage baited. Bro's cortisol so high.
So Spood went around telling everyone about how much he hates the Commonwealth. This whole situation became a massive drama, and it actually got to the point where the rest of Island 2 was getting annoyed with the Commonwealth.
I don't
Bro
get
hates
why
the Commonwealth.
Doesn't just hand him over. We don't need a war with Westhelm.
Unlike the Commonwealth, Cass had a big population and she didn't care about losing citizens who were troublemakers. For example, earlier, one of her citizens, Addison27, had gone to Tricolor, dug into Jofiel's grave, and had stolen Jofiel's head.
Can I wear this?
Cass. I brought you a trophy.
But instead of protecting him, Cass immediately banished Addison from the Cass Coalition and alerted Tricolor of his location, causing Addison to flee Island 2. It was this kind of no-nonsense leadership that earned Cass a lot of respect from not only her citizens, but other Island 2 nations who were now much more willing to ally with Cass than with the Commonwealth. The very existence of the Cass Coalition also provided a sense of security to smaller groups, like this new nation who were mostly cheese merchants and called themselves the Conquistadors.
This is the way of cheese, but
Based, bro!
Since the border dropped yesterday, the economies of most Island 2 nations were prospering, with heavy amounts of trade and tourism between islands. Meanwhile, in Barbie Land...
Oh yeah, Barbie Land.
I have news.
What?
I'm marrying Oppenheimer.
What? On day 8, the player Oppenheimer had marched into Barbie Land, but instead of destroying it with a nuke, he apparently liked it so much that he proposed to their leader.
Aww.
Ish, consider this your invitation to the Barbenheimer wedding.
Thank you. In Luminara, meanwhile, the citizens were inventing new technologies.
This is the power switch. It's 16 furnaces working together simultaneously, and it has a bunch of hopper minecarts on the inside distributing everything.
As much as Luminara was finally starting to live up to its name as the light of Island 2, little did its citizens know among them was quietly living the world's most deadly group of terrorists.
Yeah, that's an understatement.
Election tomorrow.
Oh yeah?
Legacy's pretty popular, but I'm not worried.
While it seemed like each of the Island 2 nations had their own separate goals, they were all still united under one mission: to find and kill Saps.
Nah,
In
you
fact,
freaking wish.
By day 8, Luminara had told all the other nations that Saps had fled to Island 1, and some nations were already preparing to send out hit squads later today. But Island 1, meanwhile, was currently dealing with a whole other political drama: the murder of Lingalini.
Yeah, how soon we forget.
I cannot conceive how we are being this civil about this. They came in, they found him in the hole, they drowned him in lava.
This player, Vietnam, was one of the few remaining survivors in the Lingalini Mafia. Vietnam had escaped the Covenant's attack and wanted to get revenge against the Covenant, but was finding it surprisingly difficult to gather support. See, while the Blue Cross condemned the Covenant, nobody was brave enough to declare war on them. People feared the Covenant and its army, which is why Seneca secretly asked them to do the deed instead of doing it herself. If
I hate you,
she
Seneca!
was behind the attack, she would be in big trouble.
Excuse me.
But for now, nobody would face any consequences for the massacre of the Lingalini Mafia.
Seneca is a jerk, yes.
Going back to Westhelm, on day 8, Emperor Spood was really only thinking about one thing: how to get revenge against Knight Arcturus. After the Commonwealth rejected Spood's extradition request, Spood's initial reaction was to begin preparing for war. But what made him think twice was his belief that the Commonwealth was a massive nation with probably a big army. Spood also knew that declaring war could risk the entirety of Island 2 coming to the Commonwealth's defense, and maybe launching a counterattack on Westhelm. So, Spood decided to change strategies. He instead decided to try and bait the Commonwealth. See if he can make them angry enough to do something rash. Something bad enough that would allow Spood to then declare war and have everyone's support. And Spood knew exactly how to make the Commonwealth angry. He invited back to the Westhelm capital the one person he knew the Commonwealth hated the most.
Saps? Yep.
Can we make a deal? We're running out of time.
I'd be nervous if I was Saps, though.
Saps is back. And Turntap's here too, for some reason. This is interesting. Because the Covenant had brought Saps to Westhelm yesterday, Spood had specifically asked Turntap to protect Saps and escort him to Westhelm once again. While Saps didn't fully trust Turntap, or Spood for that matter, he knew that a meeting with Spood was a massive opportunity, and it was worth the risk.
All right. I believe in my boy Saps. His judgment of the situation is better than mine. It's much different living it than looking at it. But I am scared for him.
Saps, you are the person that, to my knowledge, murdered all those people on Island 1. Island 2, sorry.
It was not me. There is a person on Island 2 that is behind all of the assassinations and the corruption. His name is Fluxion.
Damn right.
Emperor Spood was having trouble believing Saps, but he went along with it for now.
Well, it seems like we both have gripes with Island 2.
Spood then proceeded to tell Saps and the Covenant about his feud with the Commonwealth and how he needed Island 1's support in case a war breaks out. There was just one problem. The Blue Cross Alliance was as good as dead. Infernus had basically left the Alliance after the last meeting, and the Covenant had stopped responding to the Blue Cross because of the Lingalini situation. So Spood decided to take things into his own hands and individually call the big 4 nations of Island 1 for a meeting. And he wanted Saps to be there so he could tell the leaders about corruption on Island 2. Now, because of Saps' reputation, Seneca and Benji were hesitant. But as long as the meeting was in a wide open area without a roof, they decided
That's
they
what I'm
would
saying!
go.
It's these venues, man! The venues are the danger! Wait, underneath the aqueducts? Oh no, they're fine.
The meeting, Spood first had Saps tell his story.
I've been put on trial and sentenced to death for a crime I did not commit.
Spood's goal with this meeting was to convince all the leaders that Island 2 was a threat to Island 1.
Right.
One of my right-hand men was murdered in cold blood by someone in association with the Commonwealth. It's one of the many injustices I've heard about on Island 2, and I want justice.
Then, Turntap of the Covenant made his own statement.
A few days ago, Covenant was approached by Luminara to speak of a potential trade agreement. Legacy AN approached me in regards to Fluxion, the guy who Saps is claiming killed everyone, which I do believe.
Whoa. Apparently, back when the Covenant traded armor trims with Flux, they had also done the same deal with Legacy. And Legacy had voiced concerns to Turntap about Flux's run for leader, including how Flux was demoted from second in command, and rumors that he's paying people diamonds to vote for him.
People talk, man.
This gave Saps and Spood's stories a little more credibility, which was crucial for getting everyone on board with Westhelm's military proposal, which was, if any nation from Island 2 attacks Island 1, then the entirety of Island 1 must strike back.
If all leaders are in agreement to this, please say aye.
So Island 1 is coordinating their efforts a lot better. Again, going back to earlier in the video, I felt like the poor were going to be able to coordinate slightly better than the rich. Obviously, we've had some infighting just between faction disagreements, but I'm still rooting for Island 1. I want them to be able to figure this out against Island 2.
Aye.
And I hope they do.
This is for us a problem.
Benji was hesitant to join any military alliance
and
because
WSAPS,
Elysium was the nation of peace, and he knew that his people were opposed to any changes that threatened their peaceful lifestyle.
Council might not agree.
Do you believe if Saps was at the council meeting, would he potentially have the chance to convince him after telling his story?
I think he might.
As long as Saps agrees, it's up to you.
I mean, yeah.
Saps and a few of the others then walked to Elysium on a mission to reunite Island 1.
I'm nervous, though. All it takes is one bad actor, as we've seen throughout the course of this whole video. All it takes is one person for the Jenga tower
For the mass
to fall apart.
assassination of Island 2 leaders by Fluxion and his conspirator. So many other people have died to the same tyranny and corruption that has been on Island 2. I'm just so lucky to be alive and share my story with you guys.
But as Saps spoke, the people of Elysium still had some doubts.
Against the corruption in Island 2, which is...
But who?
What does that mean? That's vague. What does that mean?
What is
the corruption?
Elysium wasn't convinced that potential corruption on another island was enough of a reason for Elysium to get involved. But then, suddenly...
A few days ago...
Oh no. Oh no.
What is this? About 15 members of the Westhelm army had inexplicably walked right through Elysium. They quickly left, but it certainly didn't help the tensions. Nonetheless, the proceedings continued.
They're being rushed here to pressure us.
We're going to be deciding whether Elysium citizens would go to war. I think Elysium citizens need to have a say in that.
Yeah, true.
After even more deliberation and after even more time passed.
Excuse me, I have to say something important. The troop of people that came by, they are apparently the military from Westhelm. We have reasonable suspicions to believe they are going to launch an invasion of Island 2. in the next like 5 minutes. I do not know.
What are you
talking?
Emperor Spood had grown impatient. After Spider informed him that progress was stalling, Spood had decided to send a squadron of the Westhelm army into the Commonwealth's territory to find and arrest Knight Arcturus. Oh boy, they're almost there, I think.
This is not good, man. We're jumping the gun a bit here, I think.
Hello, Ben. We are here peacefully. We're simply looking for a man by the name of Knight_Arcturus.
Alright. We don't have him.
We do not know where he's at. We have not seen him, nor have we heard from him.
We don't have him.
Where are they going?
Is that it?
With their first plan failing, Westhelm went to plan B.
Shield wall, shield wall.
What the?
A phalanx?
They're forming a shield wall. They're forming a shield wall outside.
Everyone leave. We're getting out of here.
Yeah.
Everyone bail, bail.
The Westhelm squadron had successfully intimidated the Commonwealth leadership into fleeing their own nation. Westhelm then went around, searching every house, every mine, every crevice of the Commonwealth. But ultimately, Knight Arcturus was nowhere to be found.
Well, you gave him so much warning, yeah. When you just show up on the red carpet. That's not how you infiltrate effectively, man.
Hey, can I run something by you real quick?
Yeah.
You know how everyone's trying to kill Saps because of what he did? And then during his trial, he was all like, Luminara was behind this. Luminara built the trap.
The leadership in Luminara helped me build the meeting area. That includes the prosecution himself, Thomas 5200, and their ringleader, Fluxion.
So, I was sailing past Saps' place a few days ago.
God, this dude is digging. Or what? Oh.
You see that? You see that guy?
Yeah.
Isn't that Flux?
Yes, it is. I thought I saw the F.
Yeah, kind of looks like him. Yeah.
What's he
What are you
doing at
doing?
Saps' place? And why is he gathering blocks?
Bro, you know why someone gathers blocks. He gonna use them, bro.
What do you think?
Interesting. You know what? Go
Flux
for
was
the
just vibing.
tricolor. And probably also Perion.
I'm on it.
A citizen of the Cast Coalition had been reviewing his old video footage when he happened to notice Flux digging for sand, a prevalent material in Saps' roof. On its own, this wasn't the best evidence.
But it was
for
something.
Some people, it did raise some questions.
Something's better than nothing, man. This is how it starts. Oh my gosh. Dude, my allergies are kicking my ass. I'm sorry if you hear me sniffling. They're kicking my ass today.
Yesterday, Saps had spent the day getting brought into meetings with the most important people on Island 1, and he didn't really know what to make of this. In one sense, he was incredibly lucky to finally have some support. But he also questioned how real this support is, and who he can really trust. See, Saps knew that the Covenant generally did not like the people of Island 2. The Covenant believed that Island 1 was the supreme island with better culture, customs, and traditions. They were also known to be ruthless, having massacred the entire Lingalini Mafia.
Yeah, I was gonna
It's
say.
why Saps was suspicious of Turntap's offer to continue protecting him, especially after he ran away. But Saps knew he needed powerful allies as world tensions were ramping up.
It's hard though, man, because the more people you get involved, the more potential points of failure.
He got a lot of criticism, mostly from his own neighbors, who were blindsided by the move.
Spood could have dragged all my people into war. Elysium is a nation of peace.
Like that, any hope for a Big Four alliance was basically dead, especially since the other nations were now dealing with problems of their own.
Oh? Seneca.
Earlier yesterday,
You will
Queen
die.
Seneca had found out that Elysium's newspaper, Daybreak Media, had somehow found out that she had directed the Covenant to kill Lingalini. This is why Seneca was so quiet yesterday during the Island 1 snow meeting. She knew this story would be coming out, and she was trying to figure out how she would respond.
Put her to death.
And on day 9, she made her decision.
And
to dissuade people from invading Infernus, she would show strength by doubling down and hold a joint ceremony with the Covenant, parading around Lingalini's head.
So, do you guys understand yet why I don't mess with Seneca? Are you starting to put it together? She sucks!
Let this be a lesson. Shame to those who disrespect our volcano.
Bro, let this be a lesson. Blap, 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 blap. Blap, 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 blap. Hey, can you give me that one? I ran out. Blap, 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 blap. I don't mess with you.
Meanwhile, on the other side of the island, the Blue Cross was hosting a meeting.
Vietnam, I'm getting word that Infernus is having a ceremony to burn the head of Mario.
If I can't get his head back, then it's war. I will put my hands around each and every one.
The leaders and representatives then decided that Infernus needed to be punished, and they started discussing whether or not to declare war. But then, not even a minute into the discussion...
If everyone is against them, then we are not going to...
Benji's dead! Benji's dead!
What?
No way. Wait, what happened?
Benji, the leader of Elysium, had suddenly died. And before anyone could even ask about what happened, a member of Daybreak Media made a shocking revelation.
We know that Benji had been one of the people who made the call to kill Lingalini.
What? Apparently, Benji had admitted to Daybreak Media that he, alongside Infernus, had approved the killing of Lingalini. At the time, Benji believed that killing Lingalini would finally resolve the conflict over the volcano and bring peace to the island. But he ended up seriously regretting this decision.
Wow.
So he told Daybreak Media everything, exposed Infernus, and then ended his life.
Damn, bro. That is heavy. Wow.
Now, because Benji had repented, the Blue Cross Conference decided not to punish Elysium and instead focused on Infernus.
Yeah, dude.
I don't know about war. Maybe a trial? Give Infernus a chance to tell their side.
Dude, Flux, shut up. You just want to unite with Infernus because they're shitty like you are. Isn't it fun how pieces of shit just want to hang out together?
Flux was representing Luminara at the meeting, and the leaders actually agreed with his idea. So later today, there would be a trial against the entire nation of Infernus. Now, when the meeting came to an end, Flux was approached by a...
I think we should all get our buckets of water and flood that volcano. I do declare. I said we flood that volcano. Bye, Infernus. Bye.
A few guards from Tricolor.
Right, look. We know about the assassinations, all right?
What assassinations?
You're under arrest. You're coming to Tricolor. You're gonna have a fair trial. Just come with us.
What are you talking about?
Tricolor had issued an arrest warrant for Flux after they obtained incriminating video evidence from a citizen of the Cass Coalition.
being possibly responsible for the death of Jovial in any capacity.
What are you talking about? We know Seraphim was guilty of that.
There are concerns that you may have been involved in other ways. If you believe yourself innocent, I believe that you are. I trust that you're innocent because you told me you were. But right now, the most important thing you can do is simply go to the trial and prove that you're correct, which I believe
This
you
is
are,
an
okay?
outrage against Luminara. I cannot
No.
believe that you would accuse me of this.
Now, the truth was, Tricolor wasn't necessarily convinced that Flux was guilty. They just wanted Flux to go to trial so that he could answer their questions about the videotape.
Why didn't you not bring this up beforehand?
So if you were guilty, run away.
You're seriously scared that I'm going to run away from a trial.
You agree after what happened with the Commonwealth, we could never be too careful about stuff like that. We're both
Fine.
not.
Fine, I will go. But this is an outrage.
All right, let's go. We're gonna remember this.
We will not stand for this.
Flux is getting arrested by Tricolor.
Oh.
He's like stopping every few seconds.
We'll stop. Don't worry about it.
The group then passed through Elysium and were about to sail off to Island 2 until...
Uh-oh. The aspect ratio changed. That's bad news, kids. Did you get that very subtle joke? The guy's screen name is New Kids, and I said that's bad news, kids. Please, y'all. I try so hard for you. Give me my flowers.
Oh, hey, what is this?
What? Wait, Flux is getting away?
Okay, someone got it. Great.
It turned out Flux had secretly told a member of his own crew to come and attack him so that he could run away from his arrest without looking guilty. When Flux returned to Luminara, his whole world had flipped upside down. He believed he had covered all his tracks, that he had gotten away with everything. But for now, he had to remain calm and decide on his next move.
Bro,
Legacy.
decide on where your grave's gonna be. You're gonna be 6 feet under in about a minute, bro.
Yeah. We've just been informed that you have ties to the Covenant, and they're working with Saps the Traitor. So the
Bro, I've just been informed that you're cringe as heck.
problem is, we're afraid you're a national security threat. You have two choices right now. You either drop out of the election this instant, or we can do this the hard way. Oh, that's tough. All right.
By forcing Legacy to drop out of the election, Flux had automatically become the leader of Luminara. Which means if Tricolor still wanted to arrest him, they wouldn't be able to just walk ahead and take him. They would have to invade Luminara itself.
This was my fear. This was my fear. Yo, that shot was tough.
Emperor Spoon had caused a lot of chaos with his failed attempt to capture Knight Arcturus. So he spent day 9 repairing relationships, but also forming new ones. For example, earlier, Spoon had received a message from a player named Addison27 who wanted to sell Joe Fuel's head in exchange for Netherite. Spoon accepted the deal, gave Addison a place to meet him at, but then he gave Addison's location straight to Tricolor.
Oh, rip.
Show us the head.
Yeah,
there it is.
Oh, no.
Give it right now.
I got it.
Now, this actually led to an
Cold.
alliance between Westhelm and Tricolor, the first ever multi-island alliance, and a strategic move by Spoon to
Wow.
befriend the neighbors of the Commonwealth. Later,
Wow.
Spoon also visited the Covenant after he heard about some civil unrest going on.
So they all just left, just like that?
Apparently, about half of the Covenant's entire population had decided to leave the Covenant. This is because they believed TurnTap was betraying the Covenant's values by constantly trading and associating with Island 2. And what made a lot of them really angry was the fact that TurnTap was making them protect Saps. See, originally, TurnTap had only brought Saps in to get diamonds for his army. But the more he heard about Saps' story, the more he became captivated by Saps and wanted to help him. In fact, the reason TurnTap had acted strangely on day 7 wasn't because he was thinking about killing Saps. It was because he had just saved Saps from the Alcaracina pirates, and he was worried that the pirates would attack the Covenant in retaliation.
Walk ahead.
Anyway, now that Turntap had the pirates against him, as well as much of the Covenant forces, which Turntap himself had trained to be ruthless, it's fair to say that his life...
Haters be hating? That's what I'm saying, man. I feel like this would be so much easier if people just stopped forming such negative opinions about each other. Like, dude, I feel like a lot of this drama, all these factions are like building, is just like made up stuff, bro. People just keep like getting all like, it becomes all this he said, she said gossip, and then we dismantle our whole freaking civilization over it.
Was in grave danger. But before he and Spood could figure out a solution, the Covenant suddenly had...
Which I guess is a microcosm for human civilization, which is the point of the video.
A surprise visitor.
Come here, you're under arrest.
Uh-oh.
Yo, they're trying to kill me?
You killed our leaders. You destroyed our island.
After days upon days of searching, the Commonwealth had finally found Saps.
It's literally the guy.
Saps is now hiding. This player, Zekor, was now the main diplomat of the Commonwealth, and he knew that this was his opportunity to finally kill Saps. The last thing he needed to do was to convince Spood to hand Saps over.
Spood, come here. Please, let's have a talk. Let's have a chat. And are you a friend of this criminal behind you?
Alright. Could you guys come inside?
Oh boy.
This doesn't bode well. You know how I know this doesn't bode well?
We can put all of our fighting behind
the music
us.
playing right now in the shots that we're seeing.
I propose a trade. You give me Saparada, and the Commonwealth gives you Knight Arcturus.
Oh wow.
Oh no.
RT for Saps.
We gotta stop going to buildings for sure.
Where would this happen?
You can let us take Saparada now.
Saps, run!
We can kill Arcturus for you.
No, don't kill him. He needs to fight in the Colosseum.
Alright, we can make that work as well.
Wait, so you're saying you know where he is? It's interesting because Sitzkrieg said he didn't.
Okay.
We don't have him.
Spood's playing 5D chess!
He comes back every now and then. We'll find him.
Really? Is that so?
Why would I lie?
So you'll find him for me.
Spood, don't do this.
Don't do it, Spood.
Look, Spood, I have to be honest. I'm shocked that you're defending this criminal. Either you accept this deal right now, or
kill him.
I tell everyone from back home that you're
Spood, kill his ass.
They'll all declare war on you, and this will be the end of Westhelm.
I don't think Spood likes getting threatened. I don't think he plays that shit, bro.
So, just to make the terms of this deal very clear, because I want to be accurate. You expect me to give up an innocent man in exchange for a terrorist?
Aura!
Is that really your offer?
He's not innocent.
Dude, top 1 Aura edit.
Right.
Top 1 Aura edit.
Get out. Now.
Get out. Damn, he didn't even kill him. He just said, stay out of my
Soon
place.
it would be time for the trial of Infernus, which had become a very anticipated event because Seneca had told everyone that she actually planned to attend. As such, Turntap would be there to help her, which meant Saps also had to go. He wanted the Covenant's protection, which would actually come in handy. What? Saps getting attacked.
Whoa. What's...
Saps getting attacked again. The The attacker was taken out immediately by the Covenant, but this led to another problem.
We need to know whether we should keep Infernus in the area. We are worried about assassination.
It's not going in a building. We're having this outside.
Yeah, what's all
Seneca
this?
and the rest of Infernus had arrived. but
I do like how everyone's like getting privy to like the no buildings, no.
refusing to enter the courthouse because of safety concerns. Infernus is saying outside or nothing. They're not going in. And as expected, people were quickly becoming impatient.
I have to stand here for 5 more minutes. I'm gonna pull all my hair out.
Let's come inside.
These people don't have the ability to come in this building.
The trial hadn't even begun and things were already out of control. And then... Someone's setting up dripstone.
No! Is Turntop gonna sacrifice himself?
Oh! And like that, Turntap was dead, killed by 2 disgruntled former citizens of the Covenant who had come back for revenge.
Run! They're trying to kill us.
Burn us back to the castle.
Queen Seneca directed her people and all the remaining Covenant forces, who were now leaderless, to retreat to the Infernus Castle.
Doomed Yowie!
Both
Why?
Infernus and the Covenant were eventually found guilty of murdering the Lingalini Mafia. But
Oh my
now
God.
that Seneca had adopted the entire Covenant army with all of its Netherite weaponry, it would be impossible to try and arrest anyone. Saps, meanwhile, was abandoned at the courthouse, so he ran all the way to Westhelm to Emperor Spood, who was apparently dealing with a new political crisis.
Dude, R.I.P. Turntap,
It
that
appeared
sucks.
Spood had finally made the Commonwealth mad because, according to a Westhelm spy, it looked like the Commonwealth was preparing to go to war.
Why'd they go inside,
And on top
man?
of this, Spood had received a message from Sitzkrieg inviting him to the Commonwealth for a meeting. Now, of course, Spood suspected this was a trap, but his second-in-command Spider had an idea.
Let me go instead. Let them kill me, and if they do, we'll have the right to obliterate them.
Basically, if Spider goes to
That's
this
hard.
meeting and actually gets killed, then in the eyes of the world, this will give Westhelm permission to finally wipe the Commonwealth off the map.
You're a hero, Spider.
That is tough.
Glory to Westhelm.
TS is tough. Yeah, a lot of sacking is happening now. Crazy.
You guys are all waiting for something to happen. Oh my god.
All out war.
This is it.
All out war. This is how it happens. Dude, my full body is covered in chills right now. I have full body chills.
Wait, what? Where is everyone?
Is it a fucking trap?
The Commonwealth had been completely abandoned. See, after Zekor's meeting with Spood, Sitzkrieg had tried to rally all of Island 2 against Westhelm, but not a single nation joined him. Throughout its days, the Commonwealth had faced chaos, infighting, global humiliation, and now Sitzkrieg was utterly defeated. So, as a final jab against Westhelm, Sitzkrieg decided to kill Spider before dissolving the Commonwealth once and for all.
Wow.
Sitzkrieg and his remaining citizens then decided to pack up and relocate to the one place in the world that Westhelm wouldn't be able to infiltrate.
Volcano? No. Yes.
Come on in, guys. Welcome to Infernus.
Thank you, Seneca.
Dude, I know that this might just be like kind of how it's rigged up. Infernus has those freaking chains all around the volcano. I am waiting for the moment in this video where they come in, they cut those chains, and this whole place is dumped into the lava that is over. For the love of God, my sense of justice imbued in me needs to see this happen.
There are so many people. Oh my God.
Yes, erupt the volcano, please!
Furnace is massive.
And freeze it over! Dude. Day 8? Or no, sorry, it's not day 8. It's like new day? No. I think we're close to day 10.
Coalition, it was the end of another good day. The farmers had produced plentiful crops, the businesses had made lots of sales, and there was even a birthday party. But while her people were happy, Cass knew very well that the outside world was quickly growing out of control. As leader, it was Cass's duty to keep track of all the world conflicts. But by day 9, they were simply overwhelming.
Cass has been a pretty straight shooter.
As the Commonwealth fell apart, she watched as world leaders died left and right. She watched Infernus avoid justice by blocking themselves off, with Netherite at their defense, as well as the volcano's sheer height. Yet despite all the turmoil, Cass spent most of the day trying to solve what was now the world's biggest mystery. Who had really murdered all the Island 2 leaders? Was it Saps, or was it Flux?
And we're still talking about it.
Earlier at the Blue Cross meeting, members of the Cass Coalition were listening carefully.
Covenant was propagating anti-island.
Dude, sorry, every time there's like a random face cam in the video, like I know it's because like everybody was like, you know, people were streaming this indefinitely or like almost certainly when they were doing this. But like, I think that's the second time we've seen a face cam. It does break my immersion a bit. I'm like, whoa, what the that's a real ass. I thought we were in Minecraft realm right now.
And, which is ridiculous.
Yeah, we didn't agree with that. Island 1 never had beef with you guys. It was really just a covenant.
They can see that Island 1 is gearing up to invade us. Then at least they'll know I tried to warn them when Island 1 comes and kills us all. But the Covenant was going to invade us, right?
Honestly, probably not. I think they were just trying to scare you guys.
Flux had fully believed that Island 1 was going to invade and even yelled at the other leaders for doing nothing, which made Cass think, what if that's the reason he killed them? Besides, what would be Saps' motive? There wasn't even a motive alleged during his trial.
There's no motive.
Yet he was still.
I was saying this during the trial chat. There's so many things we just gloss over in the name of mindlessly killing people that we don't even know if they're guilty or not. Sometimes people just prefer to jump to conclusions, man. They prefer to jump to the negative outcome. They prefer to like just not have any sort of nuance to any of their thoughts. And we call these people Redditors.
Found guilty.
Sorry.
In fact, thinking back,
that was a joke. That was just a funny way to land what I was just saying.
The trial itself was suspiciously short, and the judge made a decision very quickly. Well, on day 9, one of Cass's citizens was scouting the Commonwealth and figured out why. Flux had bribed the judge to ensure Saps was found guilty. When Cass discovered this, she immediately called for a meeting with local leaders.
It's been Flux this whole time. I'm so mad. He needs to die.
I never thought I'd say this, but you have my permission to invade Luminara.
Okay, I'll tell my guys to prepare for battle.
No, there won't be a battle. We go in, we take him out, we leave. Got it?
Damn, Cass, if you pull this off, this is aura.
All right, first thing tomorrow.
But I don't know if she can.
Welcome, everyone. Welcome. We gather here today because, well, we never got the opportunity to properly mourn our previous leader, 3 Below.
What's going on here?
He was more than just a Luminaran, he was a friend. And I'm very much excited that we can continue his legacy and complete the bridge, which he would have wanted.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
All right, let's go, let's go.
And so, the Cass Coalition set off on their mission to kill Flux once and for all. On the way, Cass stopped at Aperion to rally their people.
We've found the person responsible for the multiple leader assassinations, including the assassination of your own president. Are we ready to fight for Luminara and for justice?
This might be the Flux comeuppance.
The plan was simple. Aperion would invade Luminara from the south.
The troops are
Cass
mobilizing.
Coalition approaches from the sea so that Flux can't escape.
They're doing that Sun Tzu art of war, man. They're routing the enemy.
And I just,
Oh, they're here. They're here. Flux is running.
They always run.
They're after him.
Surrender, Flux. I don't want.
Ignore the fact that Saps has done a lot of running. It's different when Saps does it. Do we all understand that? We understand that when Saps runs away, it's noble, but when Flux runs away, it's cowardly.
To do this.
Oh.
Okay, wait,
surrender.
Okay, surrender.
Surrender.
I'm not moving, I'm not moving.
Flux, you are under arrest, killing Jag, Alki, members of Tricolor, and leader of Commonwealth.
This is an outrage!
And attempting my assassination.
Hey, stop.
Flux had stopped and surrendered, but there was a bit of confusion.
He's entitled to a fair trial.
Wait, I thought it was homicide.
Oh, isn't that rich? Flux should be entitled for a fair trial the way Saps wasn't.
Going in, Cass had been under the impression that the people of Luminara wanted Flux to be overthrown, when in reality, most Luminarans knew nothing about his crimes.
Don't speaking to a mass murderer right now. Don't let him get through the crowds, guys. Where's Legacy? Luminarans, do you want this man alive?
Yeah, entitled to a fair trial.
Oh, come on.
All of a sudden, Cass wasn't sure about what to do. Until... He's running.
Yeah, spend all your time deliberating. He's just... Oh, set him up.
Flux had killed 5 people using a secret track he had built the day before. This bought him just enough time to escape.
Someone stop him!
That said, Flux knew there'd be a lot of people after him, so when he dug to the surface, he ran straight to the ocean and fled Island 2. Still, Cass and Aperion sent out hit squads to try and hunt Flux down, while Legacy directed the citizens of Luminara to evacuate.
I gotta move all of these people over to the Conquistador HQ because no one is safe.
Bro, really prepared for this, huh? Dude, yeah, he's like a cartoon villain.
Like that, Legacy had taken over as leader of Luminara. Cass and Aperion were down 5 citizens, and Flux had gotten away with everything once again.
Wow, man.
Or so he thought.
B-sauce?
I am so confused on what's happening
right Oh my now. God.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Dude, I bet seeing that red text while doing this server must have caused so much anxiety. Like, anytime you see that.
When Flux's trap went off, the rest of the world had a lot of questions.
Was that in Luminara?
That was Flux?
Wait, Flux killed those people.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, people are adding it up now.
On day 10, word began to spread about what had happened.
That was Flux's trap?
Yeah, Flux built that.
Becoming a public enemy finally.
Many people think, was Flux behind the murders of the Island 2 leaders after all?
Dude, I think Flux was behind everything. Shaps was right.
Suddenly, the world realized that Saps had been telling the truth. Hey, Saps, how do you feel?
Dude, finally, I'm so happy.
For the first time since he had got into hiding.
Look, I love Saps. I'm really happy for him. I like to believe that his name has been cleared. It seems just like it sounds just a little too good to be true now. I want to celebrate right now, but it feels a little hollow.
Saps had been vindicated, proven innocent, and the world was finally on his side.
But we
And
still
now,
got...
Instead of hunting for Saps, all of Island 2 was determined to find Flux.
Bro, this is what happens when people want trials.
We should have just started killing him. I don't know why anyone stopped in the first place.
I'm saying,
I would have been
bro.
the bad guy if I killed him right then and there with everyone yelling, trial, trial.
Wait, Cass is so based for that. She's so smart. Yeah, exactly. Like, you're damned if you do, damned if you don't.
But the search for Flux didn't take long.
Someone just saw Flux going up the volcano.
Oh, you're kidding.
He's climbing Mount Doom.
Layer by layer, I didn't know narrowness in my childhood.
Queen Seneca had offered Flux refuge at Infernus under
Dude, I mean, this is the true Chekhov's gun, right? I think all of the bad guys are going to be in this place right above the volcano, and the volcano is going to erupt and kill all of them.
condition that he and his crew build deadly traps all around the volcano perimeter so that nobody can break in. But the rest of the world was unfazed.
Yeah, they're gonna pay for what they did.
Yep.
On day 10, all of Island 2 joined the Tricolor Westhelm Alliance and declared war against Infernus.
A common enemy can unite the people, bro. A common enemy unites the people.
We infiltrate the volcano for Spider and for Owo. And I just want to say, if I die today, I love you all. Glory to Westhelm!
Look, it was my brother. It was everyone's brother.
Go get him now!
And they took him from us. They took him.
Flux got away with murdering so many of our people and our leaders. Today, we get justice for our entire island.
This our climax. This our climax. I feel it. This is what we've been building towards, Chad.
Okay, vamos, amigos, vamos. All right, everyone in.
I'll meet you at the Coliseum.
I'm so nervous.
A few days ago, my home was turned into a death trap behind my back. I was framed and then forced to go through a rigged trial.
Guilty on all counts. Yes!
A few days ago, every single person in the world wanted me dead. But today, you all know the truth about who really killed our leaders and our friends. Today, we walk ahead, we storm the volcano, and we get justice!
Thank you, Saps. All right, everyone, listen up. There's a lot of things to watch out for. There's gonna be lava, boiling water, dripstone traps, their entire army. They have the height advantage and netherite armor, but we have numbers. So let's stick together and let's win this thing! Come on!
Alright, here we go!
This is just peak, bro. This is awesome.
There's so many people.
You make me all blind with your civil rights. You demand that I eternize your name.
Yeah, peak doesn't even begin to describe it.
I think there might be a problem.
It's good. You cover us in shame, and I take the blame. Living by the rules to which high school blues walk ahead.
Minecraft is art, man. Look at the canvas all these people painted on.
They're pouring water on the lava, but the water still burns.
Okay, send out the covenant now, right now.
Go.
Oh, big fighting on the ground.
Here comes
right
the
now.
red text.
Covenant is attacking from behind.
Keep going!
Total war, man.
You're not pushed.
It's just chaos on the ground as well. It's the Covenant.
It's like freaking Helm's Deep in Lord of the Rings, bro. This is awesome.
They got it.
Everyone retreat.
Oh my god. No.
The final push, here we go.
They're dropping like flies, man. Uh-oh.
Oh my gosh! Whoa!
Look out for the hole. I'll jump in the hole. Be careful.
Get her! Yes. Yes. He died. Kill them. Yes. Yes. Comeuppance. At long last. Comeuppance. One remains. No boat clutch! Do not let him boat clutch! Fall into the lava with that boat! Yes! End him! Of course he has an anti-burn potion, dude. Of course he does.
No. Surely not. No, of course he has a tunnel. Of course.
Where was he? I saw him!
Paid actor, by the way. Paid actor.
Run away!
He's missing?
Hold on.
Yes. It always had to end this way.
Oh, come on. Alright guys, let's go, let's go.
The Coliseum 1v1! Dude!
What? No way.
Oh my god, Chad! No, this is so much better. I'm glad he lived in the lava. I'm glad.
Wow, you actually showed up.
Can't say no to a friend, can I?
Let's make this a fair fight, okay?
A fair fight? For the first time, Flux?
Dying right now because of you.
You know, Saps, none of this would have happened if you had died like you were supposed to. I'm sorry for everything you've had to go through.
Come on, Saps, come on. May your swings land true. And your shield guards be clutch. Nah, he's got this. He's got that movement tech, dude. I see him hopping around. Come on, Saps. Nah, Flux looks clumsy. Flux looks clumsy. Who runs out of food first? Who runs out of food first? Easy hops, easy hops. Getting the crits off, I see it. You got him on the rope, dude. You got him on the rope.
Oh my god!
He switches to the lava bucket! Flux wasn't ready for the lava play! Completely has him backed up in a corner! Flux is on the run! He is not even fighting back! Does he still fight with honor at the end? To the very last hit! Yeah! Yes! Maiko.
Oh my god.
Good job, Sam. Good job.
Justice has been served on a silver platter!
Saps had killed Flux.
Yes,
and with
dude.
that, Flux's reign of terror was over.
Wow. It feels so good, bro. Oh god, it feels so good. Wow. Wow. Like my cortisol, oh. Finally, at peace once more. And now we're in the resolution. Yes, yes, yes. A surprise. Oh, never mind. I was about to say a surprising amount of people left standing. We lost a lot in that war.
To honor the lives lost in the Battle of Infernus.
Since then, I think we haven't felt the same. I know I certainly don't.
The Island 2 Westhelm Alliance had defeated the Infernus forces. But winning had come at a high cost.
Yep. Dude. Ah!
After
Wood Mommy and Wood Daddy are together?
the war, people across the world took time to mourn their dead, reflect upon the battle, and then, eventually, decide how to move on.
Damn, dude. A whole ass movie.
Now that Infernus, the Covenant, and the Commonwealth were off the map, there were talks of creating a new world government. But ultimately, it never really materialized, and all the remaining nations just agreed to do their own thing and have peace.
Peace at last, man. Why does Ish sound so sad? Because
Island 1 had taken the brunt of the war. Crops trampled, the big tree scorched, the volcano ravaged. As a result, people across Island 1 struggled after the war.
But I'm dead.
Some of them joined cults, while others moved to Island 2 in search of a better life. Elysium was fine though. Instead of going to war on day 10, the Nation of Peace had decided to hold a peace festival.
Aww.
And on their shore was something new. A bridge stemming all the way from Luminara.
It's nice to see them finally get along.
And so everybody lived on in peace, including Saps, who at long last had returned to Island 2.
W Saps.
Those brings back
Good on him.
Still, the world wasn't totally conflict-free. The Cask Coalition Bakery was yet to be exposed for causing the death of Wood Daddy. And Knight Arcturus was still in hiding, yet to be found by Westhelm.
Sequel?
It's a big world, so it's not a surprise that many stories like these may just never end. But I think there's some beauty in that.
Dude, W soundtrack for the video. Perfect.
Yeah, we still have some work to do. We will catch that traitor. But tonight you can rest. You've made your emperor very proud.
Jury, you have heard all of the evidence. If you find Thomas 5200 guilty of aiding Fluxion with his reign of terror, jump now. Thomas, may you find mercy in the end, senor.
When we first met, I ran away screaming from you because I thought you were gonna blow up my nation and kill all my citizens. But after we talked a little bit for like 5 minutes, I realized you could blow up my nation and kill all my citizens. But that doesn't mean you will.
Barbie,
It's funny that some of the nations like Barbie Land were just completely not a part of the major conflict the whole time. Like these whole 10 days, they were just kind of vibing in Barbie Land.
Oppenheimer to be your one and only candidate.
I do.
Oppenheimer, same thing.
I do.
Now, at this time, Barbie and Oppenheimer have requested that instead of rings, they will both exchange something slightly different. If you would please turn your attention to the nuclear bomb that's behind us. 3, 2, 1.
Are they blowing up the world? Wait, what? Why? What is happening? Oppenheimer, no! Chekhov's Oppenheimer. Nah, he wasn't your friend. Good for taking the high road, Saps, but he wasn't your friend. Damn. I'm really nervous to watch this thing fall back down, though. Maybe it's just a firework? It's gonna be a firework that explodes in the air. Okay, sorry. I had a sinister expectation for it. I think it's just gonna explode in the air and be pretty. Okay, never mind. Okay, I like to think that it's not gonna come plummeting back down and destroy the world. I think it's just a firework. Okay, W video. I think, like I said at the beginning of the video, I've not reacted to that many Minecraft videos, but I have reacted to the Wi-Fi's world that doesn't exist. I reacted to both of those videos, and I don't like to compare things like this because I know some people can get offended by it. In the Wi-Fi's video, the only complaint I had about it was the pacing and a bit of the script writing. I vastly preferred the pacing and script writing of this video. Again, I don't want to compare, like, obviously searching for a world that doesn't exist is awesome. It is cool. I don't want to devalue it by comparing it to another peak piece of cinema. I literally have no qualms with this video. I vastly prefer this video to searching for a world that doesn't exist in the other one. They're completely different videos. They're completely different. But to date, this has been my favorite Minecraft video that we've watched so far. This was awesome. This was peak versus peakest. That's a great way to put it. I think that this one was a little more peak to me. Both are very fantastic, very phenomenal. The builders do absolute great jobs. But, you know, I have to say, this is my first Ish video. Really shout out to Ish. The conglomeration of all these different narrative threads and being able to construct it into a cohesive as well as compelling script and experience, I feel like is quite a daunting task. And the fact that he was able to do it so effectively and so masterfully cannot be understated. I know I'm preaching to the choir here because I think if you're watching this, you're already a fan of these types of high effort Minecraft videos. But for me, as someone who has never watched a piece of Ish content before, that is a very powerful and lasting first impression. And yeah. I look forward to reacting to more videos like this. W React once again. Please let me know down in the comments what you want me to react to next. I really appreciate everyone who is always vocally making suggestions in the comments. Obviously, upvote if you see someone comment something that you also agree with. That would also help me source more of these. But yeah, very awesome video. Literally, I had multiple moments where I had full body chills throughout my whole being. But yeah. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Did you like that? Don't even pretend like you didn't. You made it that far in the video. Well, did you know that I stream Monday through Friday on Twitch and YouTube, and you could catch me live and get to be a part of the experience when it happens? Also, if you don't care about that, or otherwise you want to see more of the video that you just watched, link in the description to watch the full VOD. Do that, please. I have a black eye because I play basketball sometimes. Bye.